at the door so clear. Back of the room, all cheers. Enjoy the show, bring that smoke over here.
Yeah, snap back low, ash on my sleeve. Whole crew lit, got tricks up the weed. Eyes half closed, still see it so clear. If you came for the quiet, wrong vibe in here. Posters on the wall, old heads nod. Young bucks wildin', phones on record. I crack one joke, whole row in tears. Said, pass that, homie, bring that smoke over here. Whoa. Smoke session, enjoy the show. We don't rush, we take it slow. If you got pressure, let it go. Bring that smoke over here. Bring that smoke over here. Hey. One time for the ones who cheer. We don't hide, we make it clear. Enjoy the show. Bring that smoke over here. Crowd so thick, can't see the stage, but I hear that roar, feel the wave, lighter in the air. 2 to 10, some came strangers, leaving as friends. Jokes too real, truth too raw. Laugh so hard, tears might fall. I lean to the side, whisper in your ear, you ain't gotta hold back. Bring that smoke over here. Smoke session, enjoy the show. We don't rush, we take it slow. If you got pressure, let it go. Bring that smoke over here. Bring that smoke over here. Yeah. One time for the ones who cheer. We don't hide, we make it clear. Enjoy the show, bring that smoke over here. Hands up if you feel that vibe. Hands up, hands up. Let the stress all slide. Hands up, hands up. If you made it through the year. Hands up, hands up. Bring that smoke over here. Smoke session, enjoy the show. We don't rush, we take it slow. You got pressure, let it go. Bring that smoke over here, yeah. Bring that smoke over here. One time for the ones who cheer. We don't hide, we make it clear. Enjoy the show, bring that smoke over here.
Welcome in, man. Y'all see, man, you gotta bring that smoke over here. Welcome in, smoke session. This one gonna be a little different. We're gonna be talking about there's been a lot going on, so we're gonna be talking about, Mexicans be racist in the black culture. I know that, and look, there go. So we got 2 New Yorkers. I'm born and raised in North Carolina, live in New York. Captain Chaos is born and raised up here, and we got Marky.
Chill. I'm a migrant, bro. I wasn't born here, bro.
Well.
Me no black.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh man.
What's popping? It's Chaos. My name for today is Mino Black.
Well, salutes to you, Mr. Dominicano.
And I wasn't. Yo, just to let you know, let everybody know a quick synopsis of my life. I was born in the Dominican Republic. I jumped on my mother's back, and we was really trying to go to Florida. That's why we was really trying to migrate to.
Damn.
But a shark came and it detoured us, and we ended up in New York.
So you're like a real life wetback. Like you're one of those.
Mino Black.
Respect you, my brother. That's a hard journey.
Mino Black.
He said Mino Black.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
point blank and period. Margie, I respect it.
And Margie too. He ended up being, you know what I'm saying, one of NY's finest. Locked in. At least more than 20 years.
I'm from an island as well.
You know what I'm saying? So this one gonna be good.
Yo, Marky, what island you from?
Nowhere. My mother had to swim. My mother came to this country on a boat. She's from Grenada.
Oh, she no black. She no black.
No, she is black.
No. She no black. She no black.
No, papi.
Stop
no,
it.
Papi.
She no black.
That's a
she no black.
Thing.
No,
that's
no,
Santo Dominicano
thing.
No. That's what
she no black. She no. Grenada, Jamaica, no black. No black.
I see why you're
Me Jamaican, me no black, me Jamaican, me Rastafari. Mino
Jamaicans
black.
and Rastafari consider themselves to be Africans. They really black. Like that's who they are.
Jamaicans say I'd rather be African than be black. Mino black.
In New York, yeah, they do. They like,
Yeah,
yo, bro, they try to
his
act
brother
like.
is a his brother Chaos is a problem. I don't want no smoke with him.
Hey,
I don't
listen,
got the time for the trolling.
listen. When you live in New York, bro, and a lot of the times, bro, we have to tell them niggas. We don't, first of all, for you African niggas, we don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. And for some of the other island niggas, man, you be like, hey, listen, man, y'all niggas really ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? So we have to fight for our regular black niggas. Like, yeah, that scene in Sugar Hill, yeah. The Akata, yeah. We looked at it as different. So that one, yeah, most definitely. But
you got exceptions to every rule. You got coons in every race. That's just how it works.
that's true.
But
Like you get a large amount of Somalis that voted for Trump, and look how that turned out.
yo,
I
Trump
don't
is
want them
the
in the country. They're garbage.
bro. Trump is
And then-
Trump is the man, bro.
See, look, this one going.
Yep. Give him one excuse. They're gonna send you and your mom's back. You
Guess
better,
what?
No, I like
Guess
it.
what?
He better say that. He gotta
Guess
say
what?
it, Smoke.
Guess what? Guess what? Are you ready for this? He could send me back because Mino black.
There you go. You know, black American.
They
Send you right the fuck back. Yeah.
they see. By the time this is over, bro, yo, I'ma have your head spinning so much you're gonna be like, oh, I know. Okay. Look, you know what Donald Trump? You know what Donald Trump did? He put a big stamp on FBA. That redhead motherfuckers. He put
made them
FBA.
niggas designated. He made them niggas designated coons. Like 20 years from now, 30, like 100 years from now, black people are gonna be teaching their kids the FBA stands for coon.
You think so?
Yeah, like 15 out of 80 out of 100 black men voted for Trump. Like them niggas are outcasts. That's who the FBAs are. They outcasts.
Okay, so Marky, you from New York, right?
No, I'm from the Virgin Islands.
You live in the Virgin Islands?
Yeah, born and raised.
So you live in the Virgin Islands right now. You're right. You're in the Virgin Islands right now.
Yep.
Yeah, on St. Croix.
Okay.
So you ain't,
Shut up. My mom visited St. Croix.
Yeah,
She
I'm on
loved
St.
it.
Croix.
Go ahead, Joe.
okay, so you're not in one of the states of the United States of America.
St. Croix.
I can't hear what you said.
In the Caribbean.
In the Caribbean.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear.
We can hear you.
Hold on a second. Give me a second.
All right. But yo, man, let me get my intro off. I had to pull up on this one. You know, me being from Cali, I know Mexicans like the back of my hand, especially in this boxing game. After chopping shit up on YouTube for years, taking these motherfuckers' money based on their racial bias. So I had to pull up and really chop it up. And it's no hate. But I'm gonna definitely give my opinion on some honest shit. I'm just waiting for Pop to, slowly cook and set up the premise because I don't want to just jump out the window and act like I'm hating on Mexicans off top. My thing is more of a response. I think it's more like prejudicial on one side, but you can't just say, like Ryan Garcia, you can't say fuck ends with the hard R and expect me not to respond. I'm not giving that pass. I don't pass out passes. I press and squeeze. So I ain't with that.
Ryan Garcia ain't
That's
Mexican.
just one example.
Ryan Garcia.
That's just one
Ryan
example.
Garcia ain't Mexican.
Okay.
Ryan Garcia ain't
Okay.
Rasta.
You could say where he
Rasta?
okay, well then I'm not black. Then me no black, right? Because it doesn't matter. It's only where you're born. Get the fuck out of here, champ. I ain't with that. And that's exactly why I pulled up the cook. Because I'm gonna set the record straight about this shit. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going down with
what record is there to set? He's not Mexican.
He has 2 Mexican parents, does he not?
Yes.
Bro, the motherfucker don't speak.
Okay.
See, you one of those, bro.
Champ. Too easy.
You one of those, bro.
Too easy.
No, it's not too easy. Do you know that there's
Let me ask a question.
Hey, yo. Peep game. I got 2 black parents. I got 2 black parents and I'm black. He got 2 Mexican parents. He's Mexican. That's it. Okay.
Was he trained by Eddie Reynoso? Eddie Reynoso only takes on Raza.
Listen, You see,
There
that's
ain't
a,
no so don't train no other way
listen.
or
You could
nationality.
you could be in California as much as you want, Oakland, but you don't know one thing about the Mexican culture, right? There's a huge difference. All right,
That shit
bro.
is literally connected to my home state. I've been in for 42 years, but okay, I know nothing. Go ahead.
Okay, so
But me no black. You literally started this out by saying I'm not an American. I'm Dominican because your
correct,
mother is from the Dominican Republic and she carried you on her back. You know
correct,
what I'm saying?
correct.
So
And
Ryan
there's
Garcia's parents are from Mexico, or at
my
least
guy.
the lineage is from Mexico.
You don't know where his parents are from.
I think
I do. I do.
Henry Garcia is from Cali, but I'm saying his parents are from Mexico. They
Listen,
descended from Mexico.
listen. If you've been around Mexican culture, right, you know that there's two distinctions. There's Mexicans and there's Mexican Americans, and it's a huge difference.
Yeah,
Huge.
Yeah, Chicanos.
I
that's
understand what you're digging into. Again, I'm the Cali dude, so I'm gonna acknowledge what you're saying. But still, when it comes to boxing, you're talking about boxing conversation, right?
no. We're not talking about.
These Mexican
No.
Mexicans or Mexican American.
Boxing,
Hold on. Let me say this real quick.
Hey, but
Mexicans
same
or Mexican
shit.
American, they're gonna throw their weight behind
No,
that fighter with the heritage. They don't make that
negative,
distinction, especially
negative.
since Oscar De La Hoya came and shut it down in
He's
the
not
90s.
Mexican.
They don't make
He's
that
not.
distinction.
Yo, Mexico did not claim Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah,
That's
he
exactly
did.
what I'm saying. After he put on and he was whooping dudes like Mayorga and all this shit, they was like, all right, he get a pass, even though he's from Cali.
After
We'll
the
rock with him.
Negative.
Chavez
And
Mexican
that's how it's
Civil
been to this
War,
day.
Oscar is absolutely a Mexican. They
No, he's
accepted
not.
it with open arms.
He was never. He's never been accepted.
Well,
I
I
know
mean,
more of these people than you, champ, so I'm just speaking on it from my
What makes
experience.
you
I've been
think?
out here
Hold on a
again,
second.
40
What makes you? Hold on. What makes you think you know more Mexicans than I do?
because I'm from Cali. We're literally connected. I got Mexican homies from fucking the 90s, early 90s, 40 plus years of experience, literally living around them day by day. That's what makes me think that.
So, like I said, what makes you think you know more about them than I do?
I
Because
just
you don't even
stated
know
like
my
5 or
history.
6 data points.
No, my
I
guy,
just
you
well,
don't.
I
stated 5
mean,
or 6 data points.
Okay,
I
you don't
did
know my
acknowledge
history.
that before. Hold on, because you don't want to listen, man. I'm trying to have a real conversation. Let me get my point across real quick.
No, you're not
I
trying
did
to have a real
acknowledge that
conversation.
in the 90s, when De La Hoya was first coming up, they were like, oh no, he's a pretty good. He doesn't represent La Raza. But once he put on and was really like that extraordinary fighter, since then, listen to what I'm saying. Since Oscar De La Hoya crossed over, so to speak, between Mexican American and La Raza from the turf Mexicans, they ain't had no problem. And you can see that all the time with Mexican or Mexican American fans supporting either side. They don't make a distinction anymore. That's all I'm saying. They don't
All
make
right,
the distinction, so I'm not either.
let me ask you a question. In Mexico,
Uh,
is there such thing as La Raza?
Absolutely.
No, there is not.
No, there is.
No, there
They
is
have
not.
nationality. They might not refer to it as that, but the concept is the same. Keep game. Let me dig into the archives deeper. Psychologically, the concept is the same. We're going to support our own before anyone else. So in that sense, yes, it is.
My guy. Once again, Mexican Americans and Mexicans are not the same.
I just explained how since the 90s, since De La Hoya broke that barrier, it has been. You haven't refuted that. You don't
That's a
want to fuck with me,
barrier
champ.
that cannot be broken, my guy.
No.
but
Already.
explain, but like
Listen to the fans.
expound on that. You just making
Listen
a
to the
statement.
fans. They support it. They don't make the distinction. And
What
I wish
fans?
my homies, Mo, Fun Truck, Alberto, all the homies who are up here, the Mexican fans, to tell you that they will root for Raza, regardless of if you were born 90 miles above San Diego or 90 miles south.
So let me
Not
ask
only
you
that,
this.
not only that,
Ho-
hold on. Not only that, them Mexican fans, when Ryan Garcia was knocking niggas out on Canelo's undercards and as his co-main event, the Mexican fans were losing their minds for Ryan Garcia.
They were
Mexican
D-riding.
American.
Exactly.
Mexican American. Mexican
He
American.
said the
There's a
Mexican,
huge.
Canelo
exactly
brought
his
out
point.
Mexican.
The
Canelo
Mexican
is
fans were rooting for a Mexican
There's a
American, so they didn't make a
difference.
distinction. So why are you?
Because there is a difference.
In day-to-day life, yeah, but we're having a boxing conversation.
No, even in boxing.
I know the nuance of this shit.
No, you don't.
No. Okay. Have the Mexicans pull up and I'll tell you. I'm the closest to it. So until a real Mexican pulls up,
Hold on. Are you ready
I'm
for
the
this?
source, man.
Are you ready?
I'm the source. I'm the oracle. I'm the oracle like the Matrix.
Not only that, like you're a Dominican from New York. I would expect the dude from Cali to know a little bit more about Mexican culture. This is my opinion.
Interesting. Okay.
No, because he's stuck
on the West Coast.
No, because he's stuck on being black, and being black is jading him from the actual facts.
When did I even say that? I grew up with Norteños. Shout out Salvador Dominguez.
Okay, Norteños, what are they? They're Mexican American.
Yeah, Northerners.
They're Mexican American.
Well, not all of them. Some of them, like my homie was first generation. Both his parents, R.I.P. to both of them, from Mexico. You know, like on some real migrant. They lived here for 50 years and never learned English fully, like some real soil shit. So no, they don't make that distinction.
There's a huge distinction, bro. Yo, Mexican people and black people are one of the most prideful people. That's why they run boxing.
You ain't gonna tell me you know more. Man, the homie summed it up to the utmost. I'm from Cali, 42 years deep. You a Dominican who lived in NY and telling me you know Mexican culture better than me. That's just a non sequitur, homie. You ain't got it.
Damn, his connection.
But the pop. The title of the stream is "Can Mexicans be racist against against blacks?"
They can't.
Can Mexicans be racist to black culture?
No.
What you mean by that, Pop?
They can't.
I'm gonna let you cook.
Expound on that, Pop. What do you mean by that?
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
How can they be racist to black culture when nobody's done more for the black culture than true Mexicans?
Like who?
I just said it, true Mexicans.
Okay, but like who are the true Mexicans? Like expound on that. Like black people did this
Mexico,
thing called,
Mexico.
Like black people had this thing called the Civil Rights Movement, which allowed for Mexican American children to go to go to desegregated schools. Like that's something black people did for Mexican America. Like what the fuck? The Mexican American. I'm not saying that they didn't.
Mexican American.
To tell me.
Do you know what Mexico did for Africans?
Me. I'm asking you. Tell me.
Okay, you ready for this? Okay. Mexico abolished slavery before the United States of America. So when there was actually slavery in this country, right? Slaves were going to Mexico, and they were being brought in with open arms. They weren't sent back, and they fought for African slaves. So before the civil rights movement, right? Mexico abolished slavery and opened their doors to African Americans.
Watch how easy I do this. I'm gonna dismiss what you just said with the same point you made to my man. You said that he pointed out without civil rights, we opened up doors for a lot of people, not just us, right? It was about equality across the board. So, exactly. And you said, oh, they opened up schools for African or Mexican Americans. Let's reverse the situation. You saying they abolished slavery before the U.S. did. Did they do that for Black Americans or Black Mexicans? It's the same fucking thing. You can't have it both ways. They did that for the people in their country. We did that for the people in this country. It's the same thing.
We're not talking about. Hold on. Time out. We're not talking about Black Mexicans. We're talking about Black culture.
No. Because you said they abolished slavery, so Black people from America were going down there because they had more freedom. Is that not correct?
No, not more freedom, so they can have.
But it only pertains
not
to
more
the country
freedom.
That they were
not
in.
More freedom.
That's why it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
I don't see how you can ignore it. No, yeah, they did something that only applied to people in the country they were fighting in, and vice versa. How is that not the same thing?
Wait. Fighting for the country that what?
Okay, so Mexico abolished slavery, so Black Americans came there. It's not if they extended it into America where all Black American slaves were free. Similarly, civil rights movement gave rights to a lot of people besides Black people. So the point is, it only applied in the country they were putting in work in. Don't cut me off. It only applied in the country they were putting work in. Can you not see the parallel? It didn't extend across the border on both accounts.
Tell me when you're done.
So if you want to dismiss if you want to dismiss what old boy said about civil rights saying only applied to Mexican Americans, then you could say the same thing about Mexico abolishing slavery. I'm done, man.
You see, you need to listen
I
because he
hear
was
what
talking
I
about
hear what he's saying.
He
Actually,
brought up Mexicans. He brought up Mexicans. He brought up
well,
Mexicans, and I said Mexican American.
Yeah, I got your point,
right.
but somehow mine is going over your head. It's cool though.
Most of the times, what
But
you do
listen,
say,
I actually hear what Chaos is saying. I do actually hear what he's saying, but I localized it to the United States of America, but the conversation is about blacks and Mexicans in general. So he can make that point that yes, that's something beneficial they did for the blacks down in Mexico. I'll take that point.
no, not the blacks. No, slavery, not the black, not the Mexican blacks. Slavery on that side and on this side. Because
No,
let's not.
not on this side. How did it affect
What?
slavery in the United States of America?
Well,
It
if they
didn't, which is
abolish,
my whole
if
point.
hold on, if they abolish slavery first in the United States of America, right, and then they accepted African slaves, yo, we're opening the doors for you, bro. We're gonna protect you. Where's the argument?
Why? I mean, there's not really any argument. It's like I said, for blacks in Mexico,
No, negative,
that's
negative,
beneficial to them.
Did it
negative.
apply to black slaves in the U.S. or did it only apply in Mexico?
Yes, no.
No, it only applied to Mexico.
Slaves,
Yeah, because
Well, okay,
you
well, to
wrong,
be
can't
clear,
you
wrong,
can't
they
establish
wrong.
had
laws
You're
to
in someone
wrong.
escape.
else's country.
You're
They
stuck
had
on
to
stupid.
escape
You're
from the
stuck on
I'm
United
wrong.
stupid.
States first,
You're
right?
stuck on stupid.
So hold on. So if I'm stuck on stupid, the question I asked was, did it extend across the border? For you to say
Yes,
that I'm incorrect,
yes,
you would you would
yes.
have to say, and I hope you're saying this. I hope I can hold your feet to the fire, and I hope you follow through. You
Look
would
it
have
up.
to say that when they
Look it
abolished
up.
slavery in Mexico, hold on, damn, 5 seconds, I would have been done. When they abolished slavery in Mexico, did that abolish it in the U.S.?
Yes,
Because you said in both, no, it didn't.
bro.
So the day they abolished slavery in Mexico, that automatically all U.S. slaves have freedom. You're just
Who
being
gives a
you're lying. It's cool though.
bro? You
A
know
lot of
the
people
answer
want
to
to be
that.
right. I'm trying to be correct. You want to be right. You want to
No,
win
no,
an
no, no, no.
argument. I'm
You
trying
want
to
to
be
have no,
correct.
no. You stuck on your argument. You're that dude that wants to be stuck in your argument,
No,
and you just,
answer
That's
my question
literally you,
directly.
brother. You're stuck.
bro.
Did
You know
abolishing
the answer
slavery
to
in
that.
Mexico mean that all
History,
U.S. slaves were free? You
yo, my
can't
guy.
answer that honestly because
History,
it undermines your argument.
history does not lie. Okay, you know the answer to that. You know the
Yes,
answer to
no.
that. Mexico did
So do you.
not
The answer is no.
did
The
not have
day
the
they abolished
power to
slavery in
abolish
Mexico, all
slavery
U.S.
in the
slaves were
United
not
States
free.
of America.
That's not how it
They had
works.
the
Each
power
country has
to
autonomy.
abolish
They
it
have their own
in their
laws and
country,
government.
which
Yep.
opened the doors
See,
to all the African slaves in the United States of America, which in turn, a majority of them went to Mexico, okay? And Mexico provided a.
Majority of them went to Canada.
no, not the majority, but let me
Look it up.
entertain what you're
Look
saying
it
for a
up.
second. You're saying because hold on, you're saying because they had the
Look it up.
freedom to go down there
At the
that
same
they had
time,
a sense of
we also
freedom.
gonna lie
But
that
hold on.
Mexico
Over talking won't make you right.
was
Please try to answer my questions
owned
honestly.
Texas,
Okay,
California,
talk,
Wyoming,
because you know I got the upper
Kansas,
hand.
all that shit.
I'm just
We
gonna
want to dispute that?
do a diatribe. I'm trying to be concise and have a back and forth. You're just trying to talk over me. I had not been talking
I guess
over
that
you.
means no.
Let me ask you this.
We're not gonna dispute that.
You're saying that when Mexico abolished slavery, the American slaves had a sense of freedom because they had the option to go down there. Let me ask you this. My family's from Mississippi. If I get caught up going through the South before I get to Mexico, am I free or am I going to get, lynched? That's not freedom because their laws don't apply across the border. That's all I was saying. They did shit for
I
us
hear
in their
crickets.
country. We did shit for them in their country. So you can't dismiss. I'm still going back to old boy's point. You can't dismiss civil rights being for everybody while saying, oh no, Mexicans, they abolished slavery, so all fucking American slaves were free. You know it's not
Crickets.
true, man. Crickets. I'm just laying out facts. If my family was going on their way to Mexico and Mississippi and they got caught, they weren't so free. So that's not freedom extending across borders. But go ahead.
I mean, this all started out.
I don't need a round of applause. I just need to be correct.
Hold on.
You got no Mexicans in here. It's just a bunch of niggas. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's That's
So,
it.
I have got an opinion on this kind of thing. So,
What's going on, Mick?
what's up, Pop? How was your birthday?
It was good. It was good. Appreciate
So,
that, man.
I think
so
I think in America there's obviously a lot of racial tension and things like that. I think the biggest issue that you have between um say Mexicans or Latinos and blacks is basically like they both have been oppressed in their time as well. And like see now I see like every other kind of um, be race or religion, wherever's been oppressed, they now kind of support the other areas in the world that's been oppressed. And these two, it just seems these two fight against each other instead of trying to help each other.
That's true. Yeah. Especially in this
I
day.
didn't. Which two? I didn't hear. I didn't hear what the brother said about
Blacks hate them
which
all.
two groups.
He said they're trying to. Instead of us helping each other, they kind of, you know what I'm saying, put us against each other, especially in this day and age. It
Uh,
wasn't like that.
well,
I'm not gonna get political real
Anyway,
fast, but I don't get political. But this is what I'm gonna say. Who was saying that Mexico abolished slavery before the United States?
I did.
Who was I did?
Chaos.
Chaos. You do realize that Mexico did not start abolishing slavery till 1829. You do realize that the North started abolishing slavery in America in 1790, right?
When did the whole country officially abolish it?
Bro, do you? Oh my fuck! This is so stupid. It's not about the whole country. You do realize that the
that's a
slaves
great
went
point,
to the
Tony.
North to escape the South, right? Because it was abolished in the North in America. In fact, if you do your research, only estimated 5 to 10,000 slaves went to Mexico when 60 to 100,000 went to the North. So if you're going to talk facts, then you need to have your facts correct because the North started abolishing slavery way before Mexico. Way before. In fact, the abolishment of slavery is what was the catalyst and the segue into the damn Civil War. So
I'll give you.
anyways,
Hold on.
I'm not gonna get political, but if
So,
we're gonna state facts, when you state facts, you can do simple Google
so
searches
then,
on what I just said. But y'all have a good night because I don't get political. And
all
Marky
right,
Dan, you a fascist.
You a fascist. You're a fascist. You capitalist pig. Get up out of here.
so at the end of the day, he corrected the
That was
dates.
a great point. That was a great point from Tony, yo.
Yeah, it was a great
At the
point.
end of the day, he corrected the dates, but he did confirm that Mexico did open the doors for slaves in the United States of America.
Okay, so
He did.
all right,
And
yes.
I just asked you for a point on how Mexicans
oh shit,
or
I
what
missed an
Mexicans
important
did for
point.
blacks. So you listed that.
These kids want to come up and pet my
Now, listen,
dogs
you
while I
need
was
to,
off the
you
mic.
have to
You just
Okay,
differentiate.
no problem.
You have to differentiate Mexican Americans and Mexico from Mexico because they have two different mindsets, two totally different mindsets.
Yo,
All right.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna acknowledge it to a degree because I was in the DMV. Goddamn, it's supposed to be like 20
And
years
I
ago.
could give
I was
you
in the DM.
facts about it.
Yo, damn, yo, can I get 5 seconds? Real quick. I was in the DMV, obviously out here in Cali, like 20 years ago, and I heard some dudes that couldn't even speak English. Two Mexican dudes, another dude that was fresh, fresh out or fresh over the border, as I like to say. They was calling them pinche mojado, which means fucking wetback. So it's like they want to elevate themselves. I say that to say this. Some of the Mexican Americans, even if they barely got here, got like 1 or 2 years here, they want to elevate themselves. And then some of the Mexicans, actual Mexicans from the turf, don't look at them as real raza. But they will ride for their own, whether Mexican or Mexican American, before they're going to ride with you. That's my entire point. Y'all got it.
All right, now kind of think. Okay, now that we set the stage for this, right? Now here's the title to the show. Can Mexicans be racist against black culture? Right? I really don't think so, but I really think like for the longest time, and history shows it. Ever since slavery was over, they kept trying to bring in somebody to them replace niggas. And then when the shit don't work, and then they see niggas is getting along and they can work together, they try to cause a rift. That's been going on for like hundreds of years, in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. I'll be
I'm
the
gonna put it
first to
to you
respond.
like
I'll make it
this:
brief.
in Mexico, right?
In a
In
general
Mexico,
sense, I agree.
I'll go first. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, CJ.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to say this real quick. Um, in a general sense, like, yeah, we're both marginalized, but it's like, see, we're getting too deep in this. Y'all, man, it making me turn my boxing channel to a pro black channel. I'm gonna say it like this. It's about proximity. Like they perceive that they have closer proximity to white. Okay, so U.S. is. I'll back it up a little bit. I won't be too long winded, but I got to get context. U.S. has always been perceived because we've been here from the beginning, right? So for
Yeah.
the most part, it was always historically black versus white. Now with their complexion, they perceive themselves. They have closer proximity to whiteness, so they're closer. Plus, white people obviously have. Hold on. The dominant society. I promise. Give me 10 seconds. Give me 10
Somebody
seconds.
talking
I'll
in the
clean it up
background.
and
You good, brother?
I'll
Go
let you
ahead.
respond so we can have a real
Go ahead,
discussion.
brother. Somebody
Give me
just
10
talking in the
seconds.
background.
The dominant, okay, my bad. The dominant society has more resources. So since we have a lighter complexion and it's more advantageous to us to get closer to white people than black, then I think that was the impetus for them to be anti-black. And I'm not saying all Mexicans. Again, shout out Salvador, my homie for over 30 years. He's not like that, but I can't deny what I see in general because I'm gonna say, oh, I have, like they would say, I have one black friend. I'm not racist. No, I'm gonna perceive the overall landscape of this shit. Y'all got it.
Go say what you was gonna say, Chaos. Oh, he's on mute.
I agree.
I hear me. You hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So check this out. Um, before before African Americans were brought here to this country unjust, right? The Mexicans were already here. You know what I'm saying? Because Aztec Indians and the white man came and they've been beating their asses. You know what I'm saying? And sent them back to Mexico, stole their land, blah 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 blah. So at the end of the day, um, there is a common denominator, bro. Mexican people are more weary of white people than they are of black people. Mexicans will fuck with black people.
Oh
I'll
man,
give you a case
absolutely
in
not.
point. In the crime says it all. Crime dictates all. Okay, Mexican Americans don't. Mexican American gangs don't fuck with blacks because of that crime element, right? Because of that crime element. La raza. That's where the la raza comes. That's Mexican Americans. Now Mexico Mexicans, bro, they fuck with anybody. Now, if you're talking about Colombians, yo, Colombians don't fuck with black people. Colombians don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with them. They'll ship the shit, and then whoever fucking they want to fuck with them, they fuck with them. All right. BMF came from where? They came from the Mexican cartels. Direct link. Mexicans don't. The Mexicans from Mexico, they don't give a fuck. They don't. They to make money, they don't give a shit. And that's the only thing that matters in this world is fucking money. They have Mexican people from Mexico and Black Americans. They know who the oppressor is. It's white people. Since the beginning of time, Mexicans from Mexico have been getting their asses beat by the white man, stealing their shit, whatever it is you want to call it. They've been taking their shit. You know what I'm saying? And all the trials and tribulations, with slavery and everything with African Americans. Now, before I say something, the Mino Black thing, it's a parody. And when the time comes, I'm gonna flip it on y'all with the Mino Black thing. And I'll just tell you later on what I mean by that. But I'm done. I land in my plane.
Now this is why.
Yeah, I agree with what the other brother was saying. Black people have been here since the very beginning of the colonial times. This entire country was built off of the free labor of black people, harvesting cash crops like cotton, corn, soybeans, all those different products. It was all harvested using free labor, so that wasn't a part of people's business expenditures. So the U.S. is particularly in the South, profit margins stayed very high because you didn't have to bother paying those people. Then when we were freed, and eventually we got to civil rights where Jim Crow was abolished. We started getting more opportunities. They couldn't keep treating us like a bunch of bag boys. Like, we gonna pay you what you want, and if you don't like it, nigga,
Real
eat it.
shit.
Like, I remember, I was just watching Boardwalk Empire the other day. They were paying bus boys and cooks in those Atlantic City hotels. They were paying them $1.25 a week.
A week.
I'm not playing with you. $1, and then for lunchtime, they wouldn't even let them eat like the leftover scraps of room service. They had to eat like cauliflower, like unfried cauliflower with some gravy. Like, it was just ridiculous. Now, once we got the civil rights, our working conditions improved, at least marginally, and then over time you had more progress. But a business owner or the owner of a big farm, they're looking at it like, man, my profit margins are shrinking. Right? We have to pay these people and be right to them now, or else we're gonna have the federal government on our ass. So they said, let's bring in the illegals. It's like a new different form of
Thank
slavery
you.
where
Yep.
we can threaten these people, we can exploit them. If you don't listen, we're gonna get you a nice little shack here. You could come here with your family, you could live here. But listen, if you get up out of line, or they don't even have to say it, the illegals know it inherently. If they get out of line, they don't have no status, and they will get taken right the f up out of here and get sent back
No
to where they
leverage.
came from.
Well
Exactly.
said.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Marky, man, you should know
so
my name by now. I've been up here for a couple years, man. It's CJ Rich up in this
yeah,
bitch.
I
Don't
know
say
you. I
that,
know that's
guy.
CJ. I know you, brother.
It's all
No,
good.
this is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying, right? Like,
No, but I was just saying to what you said earlier, Pop. Like, you feel like after what they call it, rebuilding,
yeah,
um uh
Reconstruction?
yeah.
reconstruction, yeah, excuse me, during reconstruction, black people, we were the skilled labor force. We were the welders. We were the people who understood how to pick cotton and how to go out in the fields and work hard. Now it's switched to the Mexicans. You got Mexicans working in California in that 100-degree heat picking almonds all
Word.
day. Okay, you
I
can't
seen him.
find a black teen to go do
Yeah.
that job.
I seen
Now,
him.
this is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying though. Like, this is from two different coasts too. Now you gotta understand, like, it's completely different on the East Coast on how they're looked at
Yeah.
and perceived. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm from the South, so I'm like, I just know that, like, it'd be hard for you to know how many Mexicans it is in New York because it's a melting pot.
Yeah, and it's not
They
always
got
obvious.
6ix9ine.
You got
They
so
got
many
6ix9ine.
Latinos up there, right?
Yeah, that's
I want to
yeah.
real quick before I lose my train of thought. I want to put a bow on what Marky was saying. Yes, it's always about capitalism is about infinite growth, right? So that requires cheap labor, and the fucked up part of the game that and no diss to any of my Mexican brothers, I fuck with y'all, but they went from black people, slaves, to when they used to fucking be sharecroppers and all the shit, then to Mexicans, right? And you know what the next wave is of cheap labor?
Asian.
Motherfucking botics, and that's why I'm trying to get into that shit. It's gonna
Yep,
be robotics.
yep.
You can't pay a motherfucker less than a robot. Just keep him powered on. So yeah, y'all,
And
we
a
all in the mix,
robot
man.
is
I say that to
actually a
say we
piece
all in
of
the mix,
property. That's a piece of property that you created.
right?
You took
Yeah,
materials and
literally,
you
and you're
built
not
that thing.
violating human rights to do it. Yeah, you're not violating human rights to do it. So, I mean, I don't want to get on some Matrix shit. Maybe in the future they'll come up with laws for the robots, but for right now, that's free labor.
Yeah,
Just
they
keep the
need to have an
motherfucker powered
AI
on.
tax.
Laws for
They
the
need to
robots.
make them bleed.
We're gonna be watching our robots. We're gonna be living in our
No,
robots.
shit. They
Word,
need to make
exactly.
it
It's a
expensive. They need to
protection.
make it expensive to have one of them people working in factories. Because then they'll look at it and be like, all right, let's just go back to the human. This is too expensive. That's the
Yeah,
only
or
way to
they
make them
might do it the
people.
other way. I wouldn't say too expensive, but like we can't have a society if like it's only elites and robots. Like you need people under it to keep it going. So I don't know,
All right.
man. I'll be
So
out of here way before this shit happens. But I'm just thinking
Hold
about
I
on,
mean,
it.
I've talked
hold on.
about the human robot war of
Hold on, man.
2045.
Hold on, man. I
I
ain't
see
talking
it
about
coming.
this, man. Hey, listen, man. I seen Terminator. That ain't where I'm going to. All right.
Cyberstan, boy.
Now I'm gonna get back
Skynet
to
is here, champ. It's over.
Can I ask Marky a question on what he was just saying about like
Sure,
the
brother.
cheap labour and things? So, like, we kind of have the same situation here in the UK. As Eastern Europeans come here, but they come here legally to work in the summer and things like that, and pick crops and do all that kind of thing. Would
Hmm.
black people still do the jobs if they were available? Because in Scotland, we have a huge shortage of labour, and there's absolutely lazy Scottish people who would rather sit on government check than go and pick.
No, I hear what you're saying. No, you wouldn't be able to find black people to fill those jobs. Like like literally what
Not
I just
these black
mentioned.
people. Not
Like
these
the
black people.
no, like the almond pickers. You cannot find a young 15, 16-year-old black teen who's gonna get up and say, I'm gonna go out here and pick almonds in 100-degree heat from sun up to sundown for $12 an hour or whatever they pay them for that. You're not gonna find too many of them doing that. And it's the same thing. Oh man, I just lost my train of thought. But what I'm saying is, no, you're not gonna find black kids to fill those jobs. And not only that, I just heard the governor of Ohio. He was on CBS the other day. He literally said what Trump is doing by removing temporary protected status for the Haitians is wrong because the Haitians, there's a city in Ohio called Springfield, or it's a town, whatever you call it, that was dead. They said they could not find workers to fill jobs at factories to do that type of work. And the Haitians came in and they have a boom now because of the Haitians. So no, no, you're just not gonna find native born people who are gonna be rushing to fill those jobs. Like
That
native
means,
born people,
no,
they're gonna be trying to get educated, or they're gonna be looking
no, they're not.
for
No, they're not,
jobs as
Marky. Marky,
well.
it's a,
I'm just saying they have more opportunity to get educated. That's all I'm saying. But
man,
yeah, you're not gonna find them to fill those jobs.
yo, from foot to the ground and seeing this shit, bro. Listen, man. By the time motherfucker figured out, uh, he done. I say 7 out of 10. By the time he figured it out, man, he done fucked off his young years. And I'm just fucking telling you, we keeping it a buck, right? We keeping it a buck. We keep it a buck.
Nah, that's sad because
You
that's
know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's true.
It's true, nigga.
Nigga
Done
done
fucked
already
off their
had
young
two, three
years.
kids before he figured out, damn, them shits are expensive.
Some shit's expensive, man. And then when you think of your worth, you going to get a job. You think you can get one of them there
Then
25,
you want to get,
30,
then you
40.
decide you want to be with somebody, and you got two baby mamas that are
Yeah.
crazy and they hate you.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you trying to
can I
you
reply to
want another
Mark on
woman's
that?
life. You want to ruin another woman's life and bring her in with no kids to your chaos.
Well,
So
go ahead.
that's 7 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? So like
What you
shit.
gotta say, Sir Ayatollah,
So
not Khomeini?
if people aren't going to work their jobs, you do see how there's a huge labour problem there, and like they shouldn't be using undocumented Mexicans for it, but there should be some kind of immigration program where they go into their jobs, because if they're not picking vegetables, fruit, whatever it is, then it affects everybody. Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely.
with this like okay with this ice shit, right? I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? Because I only been in this town. I've been in this town that I'm in now like 5, 6 years, right? But when I was in Huntington, that shit was closer to it's closer to the city. That listen, man. Every year they was rounding up illegals. Every year, nobody was saying nothing because they was living in the park in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? They have like it'd be like 40 of them. They catch them in like a couple of the parks in the town. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
bad.
What like you know what I'm saying? Because they illegal, bro. They can't go to the shelter for the overnight. That's right down the road. They can't go. They can't go and get a room, get a little hot meal real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because they're illegal. And the season's over, and then they at a certain point they catch them right up there at the block where they trying to catch work at. They standing outside. If a truck slow down, they run into the jump in the damn truck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, bro. It's really like that.
Well, I think as long as you are not here to break any laws, I accept you wholeheartedly. My mother came to this country illegal. She was homeless at 18. She eventually got her residency. She went to school to become a lawyer, and she had me. Gave me a lot. She passed a lot of wealth down to me. So I'm very grateful for that lady. And so what the brother is saying, it is a problem. We shed over 80,000 manufacturing jobs in the U.S. last year. Like in places like Texas, they're saying because there's a shortage of I'm not gonna say illegal workers, but they not like they had a program called the H-1B visas, and now that's getting cut in half. And they're saying they're not gonna be able to build out the highways in expected times. So it is a problem, but
You know
hey,
that is. You know that is too.
such is life.
It's so many. I'm telling you, the new niggas is so lazy. They don't even see the
I'm
opportunity
telling you,
right in front of them. Like that's what I'm telling you. By the
they want
time
to be
niggas figure it out,
streamers.
listen. By the time niggas figure this shit out, by the time niggas done fucked off their younger years, trying to do some damn hot shit, and then be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I wish if you would have took that job when you was young, and now you what you'll be sitting on, you have some real savings. You probably had some shit you own. You might even have your little side business, a side hustle. You just did it the legal way. And then
Yeah.
by the time you figure out, here's the thing too. By the time you figure out that where you at on the damn food chain selling drugs, you're gonna be like, man, I work at McDonald's.
Yeah, totally agree with you. Absolutely agree that, like, as Marcus says, that like it used to be the American dream was go get schooled, get a job, and progress, and get that corporate job or do things like that. But now you see, it's even here that everybody sees these programs, Netflix, drug programs, whatever it may be, and they think that they're going to be the next millionaire and the next whatever.
I just seen Mobland with Tom Holland and Pierce Bronson. That was a great one.
The
Them
movie.
niggas stupid. They're gonna become that, but yeah.
Yeah, and like the kid, even here, the kids think that it's all right. These jobs are a job's a job for the sake of it, but they didn't integrate themselves. They didn't try and progress in the job, and then the next thing is they're unemployed, and the only way you get money then is illegally. And these they think that they know the world. They know everything, and they're right. But these kids are ending up in jails and
And
shit like that, unfortunately.
tell you something else what these damn kids ended up doing too, man. Listen.
Yo, check this out.
Hold on. I just want to say this real quick because I'm seeing it. We gotta make some more like in this country, right? We got and we gotta make a little bit. We gotta turn these boys to men, bro. And it's too many. It's too many of the like I ain't. You're not even weak. Just I don't even care your sexual preference. But if you a man, homie, bro, you can still get out here and work and then go home to your husband. I don't give a damn. But you know what I'm saying, bro? I think that you need a dickhead to be like on some real shit to be like because asking nicely is not working anymore, bro. Asking nicely is just not working anymore. So, if you're gonna remove the illegals, that means there's more than enough motherfuckers in this country that need a job. They just want the young motherfuckers to get out here and do it because, like, bro, you hiring a motherfucker like right now, you want to hire a motherfucker to work for the highway company. You don't want to hire the 45-year-old motherfucker. You want to hire the damn 21, 22-year-old motherfucker. That's who you
But
want to hire. Just
but I say that it's nothing wrong with having a dream, but you know it's a certain time in your life to do that stuff. So you know,
you need capital for your
I
dream.
feel no, but like I feel like you're kicking it. Like, listen, if you got a dream, you
You
could
need
still work a
capital for
job.
the
You
dream,
could
though,
walk and
Marky.
chew gum at the same time. You could
You
work a job and
need
still chase a dream.
they trying to chase the damn dream on somebody else's dime. No, you need capital for the goddamn dream, and they sit there
I
trying to
remember
force you to give you capital.
BVO was telling me that he had a friend that worked from 3 in the morning to 12 o'clock in the afternoon at a grocery store,
and then the rest of the time he would take a little nap, and then he would hit the studio. You know what I'm
Total
saying? And
respect.
it took him 6 years of going like that until
See,
finally he got a Lupe Fiasco. He got a Lupe Fiasco album, and he took off. So I don't see like it's nothing wrong with that, but you at least have a job if you're gonna do that shit, nigga.
these niggas ain't trying to
Support
have no
yourself.
job. That's what I'm telling you. They ain't trying to have no job. They trying to do everything else. This dream ain't cheap, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They want the damn rewards before the damn struggle. Just go viral.
Yeah.
That's all they like. That shit is serious over here, bro. Like, and like, I ain't saying the motherfucker right, but listen, he giving you the opportunity right now. All you young motherfuckers that listen, you about to end up in jail. Listen, I'm telling you. You're going to jail. What's my nigga? My nigga, you going to jail. You going to jail. Listen, bro, listen. You're going to jail. Going to jail.
Are you trying to empower them? Like, what are you like? You just telling them, nigga, you going to jail. Don't
If you
even
keep
think about
doing what
that.
you're doing, listen. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to jail.
Yep. In that occupation, two things happen. You either go to jail or you're killed. One of the two.
What Chant Ross said, these kids don't even know what work is. These kids under 25 lost in the sauce. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, like at 18, 19 out of high school, motherfuckers like the job they be getting at, like when I be looking at this shit, I'm like, yo, this little motherfucker got this damn, he got this job. And he fucking off stealing this shit, trying to damn sell some there, nigga work at UPS or Amazon. Well, how much you making the damn hour? I'm looking at, I'm making like $32 an hour. How long you been there? 6 months. What the fuck? Okay, cool. You still stealing iPhone. What you stealing iPhones for? Like 21, 22. What you doing that for? Long run term. What you doing that for?
I think Bunk Gang. Y'all remember Bunk Gang? I think he's the one who really started all that go viral shit.
That's cool.
I think people looked at it and they realized, wow, it's really not that hard. That's gotta be stupid.
See, listen. But you gotta be catchy with it.
Or matter of fact, Pop, look at Aiden Ross. You know Aiden Ross? That kid got famous by just pretending to be gay. Think about that. He don't got no talent. He's not that funny. He just pretends to be gay and like acts like he's gonna touch his guests and stuff like that. And he's making hundreds of millions of dollars.
Here's the thing.
Before he's even 25 years old.
He was around for a long time before, he sold his soul.
He was not. No, he was not. No, he was not. Nope. He went from being a nigga with 2 views in his stream.
Hold on, wait. Don't you call him a nigga. Don't you? Because he's not. Make sure.
Yeah, excuse me. He went from being a young white gentleman. Yeah. He went from being a young white male to be with 2 people in his streams viewing to 100,000 people because he did like a gay prank on T Glizzy after he met him in GTA 5. That's how he got famous.
Bro, no kickstream shit.
And then T Glizzy met up with him in real life, and that's how it really got jumping off for him. Like he was an overnight sensation.
Listen, them Twitch them niggas, listen, bro. They found a bubble and they ran with it. You know what I'm saying?
Bunch of queers.
But they was all young. They was all young. I'm just saying, like, they kind of, and now the algorithm is different. Because you know who run YouTube. I ain't gonna. Oh, you already know that nigga name.
Yo, does it rhyme with Senjamin Netanyahu? Does it rhyme with Fizrael?
Well, hold on real quick.
Or the New World Oppressors?
Yo, I could be wrong, Marco, but I thought the nigga who do the day-to-day was Leo Cohen.
Say that again.
Leroy Cohen.
Liam
yeah, he's one of
Cohen.
them.
Yeah, he's one
He's
of
one
them.
of them.
So if you know
Yeah.
if Leo in there, he gonna be trying to control that. Like, no, too many motherfuckers is going viral. No, we gonna start directing the algorithm to. And anyway, that's definitely how I feel. As soon as I heard his name, I was like, oh yeah.
Yo, Pop,
Go ahead.
let's go back to what we was talking about. So a lot of people get confused with this. Back to what I was saying with this Mexican thing. Mexicans in Mexico, right? They
Okay.
look at Mexican Americans, right? And they be like, so explain to me how you motherfuckers got beef with black people. Y'all motherfuckers killing each other. And at the end of the day, y'all motherfuckers are being oppressed by the same person that we on our side have been oppressed by since the beginning of time. That's why Mexicans on that side, the real Mexicans, they don't fuck with the Mexicans on this side because guess what? They don't have food stamps. They don't have public assistance. They don't have none of that shit over there. So they don't accept them. You know what I'm saying? They don't accept them. They'll never accept Oscar De La Hoya because when Oscar De La Hoya fought Julio Cesar Chavez, everybody went on Julio Cesar Chavez's side. They don't mess with Ryan. They don't. Mexican Americans mess with Ryan. The real Mexicans in Mexico, they don't mess with Ryan. Understand, they know their history. They know that they have the same oppressors as black people. They got the same oppressors. It's the Mexican Americans that forget and want to get into. Look, the Mexican mafia does not exist in Mexico. Mexican mafia only exists in the United States of America. Try to see if they run that shit in
Huh?
Mexico. They will annihilate them. They will chop them up and put them in a freaking breadbasket. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Don't they got cartels in Mexico?
yes, Mexican mafia and cartels are totally different. Mexican mafia is only Mexicans. Cartels will fuck with anybody. Cartels accepted BMF. They said, nah, come, yo, we got you. BMF had a direct link with the cartels. Direct link.
Aye, because they're making money with each other. Look,
But
Yeah.
check this out.
look, I think the
But check
biggest
this out.
issue is
Hold on a
people think
second.
that their operation is worth more than other people's operation. And that's the biggest issue. Like, you seen Terence Crawford the other day? Like, Pop, you know about this. Terence Crawford said the other day, Conor McGregor is like us. And everybody's saying, but Conor McGregor's a white person. But that's not what Terence Crawford was talking about. Terence Crawford wasn't talking about Conor McGregor being white or being Irish. He was talking about being oppressed by his religion. And that's what the oppression was. But a lot of black people got really annoyed at Terence Crawford for saying that. And like you know the background, Port, hundreds of years there. But people got really, really mad at Terence Crawford saying he's one of us. Like I I,
Uh,
I find that
Yeah.
crazy that like because we all are the same.
Fun truck set the Mexican pulled up.
I mean, Conor McGregor is a human being, so he's a
But
part of that. Us, I don't know about the religious oppression.
hold on real quick.
You can
Fun truck.
expound on that.
Fun truck. The
What up,
Mexican
guys?
pulled up. The Mexican. What's good, bro? I ain't
What's up?
spoken in a minute.
Raza
What's going on
La
with you, man?
raza, compa, ¿qué onda, padrinos? Hey,
a la
you know what?
verga.
Hey, I was recently watching Tyson Fury fight with, I think it was the guy he got cut against, um, Otto. Is that the name? Anyways,
Otto Wallin.
Yeah,
he came out with the mariachi hat and in Mexican trunks, bro. You guys remember that?
yeah, he did.
So
So the Floyd
Okay,
Mayweather.
what's good?
so did Floyd. So did Floyd. So did Shakur against Joette.
So
So
the
Tank,
Hatton.
yeah, Tank, Hatton, a lot of people did, bro, on some real
Hey,
shit.
bro, all that's respect for the fucking. They always say you fight like a Mexican. They never say you fight like a Puerto Rican. You know.
Uh,
Damn.
so,
Hey, bro, what's up?
so let me ask you this. First of all, because Chaos thinks that there's a difference between, and maybe there is a difference between Mexican American and and Mexicans.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
how do you feel about that?
the word would be called Chicano because if you're Mexican American, you can't be fully 100% American. You will never be 100% Mexican enough for Mexicans. So you're what is called Chicano, you know, and it's like it's an identity crisis that all Chicanos have, bro. Like we're not American like like white men, but we're also you can't go to Mexico because I mean and be fully Mexican. So we're stuck in the middle, and it is what it is. It's Chicano studies is actually pretty interesting, man. There's a lot of us in this boat. Like when I go to Mexico, people pick up on my accent right away. So I'll never be 100% Mexican to them.
So
Thank you.
Well, so why does that make you racist to black people then? I didn't get that. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard. So you're being oppressed either side front truck, but then a Mexican American thinks, oh, that's fine, so I can just be racist to black people then.
I mean, bro,
Is that what's going on here?
it's the way to like in certain and I couldn't explain this shit to you, man. It's just we just speak
I
on
think
it,
he was
man.
just making a. I think he was just making it clear, like or from his perspective, the differences between Mexican American and being Mexican. Now, when you're talking about the oppression, he said it. He also said right there that Mexican Americans have this thing where they're not white. They're not a part of the white, or at least what certain people would view to be the native white American culture. They kind of like in their own box, and they get oppressed by the quote unquote white American culture within that little own box. Now, that wasn't really a comment on like racism, concerning black people. So like I don't know his perspective on that. Cause like from I hear California Mexicans, or Chicanos from California are pretty racist. That's what I hear. Like I've heard about some instances about niggas getting lynched when they go to Mexican hoods over there.
So
I'm gonna let Fun Truck have that.
Yeah, I don't know about Mexican people lynching black people, man. I don't know about
No
that.
way, bro. No, listen.
I
If
haven't
anything,
heard of that.
Hey, hang on, brother. Northern California is a melting pot. Like on one single block, you'll have Indian, Native American Indian, black people, white people, Hmong, Asians of all. So it's not. I would not. I would push back heavily, bro. There's like we're all assimilated here, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Latinos and black people are
Well,
at the bottom
Well, when
of
I
the.
say lynching, I'm talking about like black people going to like Mexican neighborhoods and then they get killed by Mexican gang. But that's what I mean when I say lynchings. Maybe that's a
nah,
I
that's
misunderstanding.
understand
not
that.
the way they do
Let
that.
me
That's
let
not
me respond like this, since I dropped off for a minute, real quick, to both your and Fun Truck's recent points. No, I haven't heard about that in Cali. I know it's way more static because of the gang banging in L.A. and Southern Cali. That's why Fun Truck specified Northern Cali being a melting pot. I've seen every race he just described: Indian, fucking. I seen a Korean. I seen a Filipino. I seen a Mexican. I seen a white dude. All chopped them up at all of them just today. I'm talking about today. I didn't get up till noon, right? So it is more of a melting pot up here versus the struggle, the tension they got, should I say, in Southern California. But yeah, I'm gonna defer in this case. I'm gonna defer. Fun Truck, about 30 years old. He got enough experience under his belt to say that it's not like in day-to-day life, it's not really like that. But I want to challenge Fun Truck real quick with this. This is the point I made earlier, and it does not saying right or wrong. I'm saying that both Mexicans from the soil and Mexican Americans, Chicanos like yourself, will vote by default. And again, everything being equal, I'll root for the black fighters. So let me put myself out there like that. So I'm not saying it's wrong at all. But both Mexicans and Mexican Americans will root for their own, quote unquote, before someone outside of the group. Is that not the case? That's all I'm saying.
100%.
Okay.
Fair enough. You got it from the horse's mouth.
Well, I
And
mean,
Fun
I would
Truck
say,
is the homie. He's not
hang on.
racial or biased at all.
I would say
Well,
this,
for the most
CJ.
part.
I would say, I
Enough
would
is
say,
me.
like a majority of people would gravitate towards their cultural and traditions. Like if you grew up watching fight with your family members, of course they're going to be pulling for raza. You know, like it's
Right.
just in our blood to support each other, and it's also a path, right? Like boxing in Mexico, and especially older heads, they're all well acquainted with
That's it.
Chavez, uh, Salvador Sanchez, and all the Mexican greats. So it's like, yeah, man, I would just say it's just naturally. I don't know if it's racist.
Now listen,
per
hold on,
se.
listen, right? Here's what happened, right? The question is, and it's not even a question. I mean, it is, but like I guess it's because people don't know. Can Mexicans be racist to black culture, right? And the answer is really no, right? But
No, the answer
No,
Mexican
Oh
Americans
yeah, it
can.
can be.
Mexican
hold on,
Americans
I'm gonna
can.
outline. I'm gonna
hold
outline
on,
my
man.
argument. Go ahead.
I ain't finished right now. Here's the thing, right? CJ instantly went to Ryan. I talked about Ryan yesterday. I'm not talking about him at all. Right? So
No, but that kind of
yeah,
undermines your point. He was a perfect example, and I include him under one banner. I know when I first popped out that Mark, you said, "Oh, Mexican American is different," but no, he is Mexican by Fun Truck's definition, and he was being racist. So that just proves my point. It can. I'm not saying all Mexicans are racist. Fuck that. No, not at all. I'm saying they can be. That's the question that was posed, right? It's possible. It's possible.
it's possible, but I'm speaking more of the majority than you know what I'm saying than the minor.
Okay.
Some real shit. Like that's what I speak into. Like because in majority, no, I don't think so. I think when we look at each other's culture, it's like, oh, okay, my nigga, and it's like, oh, okay. I think we take from each other a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, I'm a little bit older, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I ain't a little bit older, but I'm saying age. I just feel like when coming up, I'm from the South. So they definitely was a bunch of them down there. And I never had no problem with not one of them. Word.
See, Pop, can you be racist to a culture? You can only really be racist to somebody's race, though, yeah?
I mean,
Okay,
to me,
so you could adjust the term. You could say prejudice or
Yeah.
bias, but whatever.
Yeah, that's different from racist, though, yeah.
Sure, I'll acknowledge that.
No, but I think you're clearly racist if you're calling a black person names, you know. And I've seen a bunch of, I've
Right.
definitely had my fair share of Mexican people that I know that were blatantly racist people. I'm not
Oh,
gonna act
now
like
we're getting behind the
hey, I'm
scenes. It ain't just me. It ain't just me with the quote unquote victim mentality. No, go ahead, Fun Truck.
yo,
You got it. I'm gonna
but
mute up.
it's in every aspect of life, bro. Because like recently, I encountered some black people being racist to Chinese landlords, and I'm not saying that like all black people are racist to Chinese people, but that happens here in San Francisco too. So like, I mean, I definitely had, like I said, I've seen my fair share of Mexican people say nasty remarks to black people. Like I've seen that shit 100%, bro. I'm not gonna act like that never happened, and I've definitely seen it the other way around, where like with all sorts of
most definitely.
races,
But
racism.
as but
There's
listen, no,
there's
Yeah.
nasty
Yeah.
there's nastiness in the world, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? My neighbors are nasty to the Indian people that live behind me. Like,
Well, they do smell like curry. No, I'm just bullshitting. I'm
Hey,
out.
nah, hey, see, listen, you trying to
That's
give
why
me
I'm fucking
chance.
with you. No, that was some bullshit.
But what
That was a joke.
you think, like, as far as we know, right? Like, it be minor shit, right? But in the aspect of things, I think in the majority, I don't think it's really like that. Because
no, yeah, I agree.
like just like y'all live in northern, like you saying northern Cali, right? Like, bro, and like in New York, and motherfuckers be like, yo, how y'all be just all get get along because they pack the soul up together.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like, just imagine there's 5 projects that's called one. It's all in like one, and they go like 8-9 stories up, and they just packing people in that shit. They don't
yeah.
give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, black and Latino people should stick together, and I'll tell you why. Because when you read studies, and it's always like minorities, and it's always black and Latino are always the most disadvantaged, dude. In every aspect in socioeconomic standards, like, so we got to stick together. We shouldn't really be fighting each other. You know, we should be sticking together. Cause fuck, man, we're at the bottom. We got the shit end of the stick already. We can't
That's
rent
life.
Hey, Fun
apartments.
Truck.
That's
What
facts.
up?
Fun Truck. I'm not being facetious, but if you spread that message in your community, I'll do the same in mine. But I need to see it. I need to see the reciprocation.
Well, that's what we doing right now.
Yo, check
Word.
this out. In New York, there is no beef between blacks and Mexicans. There's no beef in New York. None. That beef stuff with blacks and Mexicans come from the gang culture. That comes strictly from the gang culture.
Agree, 100%.
That comes from the gang culture. So another point I wanted to make when I first got on here, I was saying me no black, me no black. So now this is where I'm getting at this. There was a time where that was the thing going around. You know what I'm saying? You go up to a dark-skinned Spanish dude, he'd be like, me no black, me no black, me no black. And comedians were even, black comedians were jumping on that. Like, yo, man, I went up to this black Dominican dude right away. He go, me no black, me no black. But now,
Yeah, I think Joffrey, shout out Joffrey did it. Go ahead.
correct. But now in the environment that we in, that's why I kept saying me no black, me no black. Now, in the environment that we in, right? Let's say we all on a New York City block, right? And you got 10 black dudes. And out of those 10 black dudes, right? There's one black Dominican dude. Ice rolls up on him, right? Ice goes up to every single dude. Yo, what's up? First black guy goes, what up? Second black guy goes, I don't talk to pigs. Third black guy says this. Other black. When they get to the black Dominican dude, you know what he says? Me black. Me black. You know what the other 9 African American black dudes say? Nah, that motherfucker ain't black. Check his papers, bro. That motherfucker's Dominican, bro. Check his papers.
I don't know about New York politics. I would hope they wouldn't throw him under the bus if he was rocking with them like that. But that's hypothetical.
It's different, man. Like, man, listen, man. Like,
y'all niggas throwing each other under the bus if you rocking with your dude. I'm coming at from that perspective. That's my dude. We rocking out.
He talking about. Listen, if you stand on the block, you younger now. Listen, the old heads.
I'm 16. Okay, I'm 16.
It's rap, bro. Like it's not the same, man. Niggas is not the same. Because the Dominican nigga probably get more money than them and more pussy. So
none of my niggas ever threw me under the bus, and vice versa. So that's a different shit.
You better figure out who your niggas fans is in New York. That's another damn thing.
Now, well, CJ, you know what the CJ, the flip side of that is it's not throwing a dude under the bus. Because don't forget, I'm talking about New York, right? New York, that me no black shit is big, bro. That shit in New York is big. Like,
you proving the point.
No. So what I'm trying to say is, that me no black shit, that shit is big, yo. They love, nah, me no black, me no black. So now, motherfuckers will throw you under the bus. Oh, I thought you said me no black, motherfucker.
Yeah, me no black, don't kill me. Me no black, don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Yeah, so
I get you. I misheard. I thought you said Nino Black, like you would. I thought you said Nino Black, like Nino Brown, like you would turn your back on your homies.
Now me no black, me no black, me no black. So now, so now, the funny thing is, this is the funny thing, right? Because there was racism in the Colombian community, in the Dominican, from the dark side, right? The black Dominicans, the black Colombians, they would always say, me no black, right? But now they know that even if you are a fucking US citizen, yo, you could get the boot, motherfucker. None of y'all. So what I'm trying to
Okay. Oh, I know. Real quick, I'm gonna ask you a genuine question because motherfuckers are saying, you next if you don't stand up. They've been trying to tell my people that you next if you don't stand up against ICE. I have not, and I might be ignorant, but I need someone to cite one example of an American citizen getting deported by ICE. I need that.
None.
If it's true. If it's true.
Negative.
Okay. Now, CJ, if you want a definite answer on that, ask Chaos. What he does.
Maybe he with ICE. I ain't tripping. I saw the advertisement on YouTube today. I was like, damn, I might be joining the Border Patrol, but I'm just saying, I ain't seen that yet.
So
CJ, hang on, CJ. I think they deported an Army veteran that was a U.S. citizen, bro. So I'll pull
that's
that
a fact.
up,
but... Okay, all right. Hey, if that's a fact, then I'm recognizing.
Wait, no. He wasn't a U.S. citizen. He wasn't a U.S. citizen. He went into the military, right, to get his citizenship, right? Because a lot of people do that. They go into the military to get their citizenship, right? It just so happens when he came out of the military, right, he was in the process of getting it. While in the process of it, it's a deep documentary. While in the process of getting it, he got locked up for drugs, right? So the government did him dirty. The government said, we don't give a fuck that, you fought for us or whatever. We're kicking your ass back to
Damn.
Mexico. So now he's in Mexico, don't know shit about Mexico, can barely, don't even speak Spanish.
Damn.
So, see, like on that point you were making, I find it weird that CJ said that Fun Truck, you spread the message, but you need to spread the message before, and I'll do it. But so, like on the ice kind of situation, there's a film coming out in a couple of weeks where an illegals came to Scotland. They'd been here for so long, and when they came to evict them, it was actually the white Scottish people that surrounded the police wagons, the Home Office vans, everything, and they actually stopped the eviction. Like, and I think if the black people and the Latinos done that kind of thing and looked out for each other, then you would get on a lot better. It would be much easier for both parties.
That's true.
Okay, well, Mick, and since you put my name in the air, all right, let's do this. My perspective. You said you criticized my opinion that the brown community should reach out first before the black community. I only say that, again, I know you're not privy to the politics and social movements in this country, but I think we have overextended ourselves in that black and brown regard, and we haven't seen the reciprocation. It's just like a bitch, right? If I'm being loyal to her, she's out cheating on me. Yeah, we're still together, but you're not giving me the same thing I'm giving you. So a simple-minded explanation, but that's how I see that. And I'm not blaming all Mexicans. I've just seen more effort. Again, somebody even earlier before me brought up the civil rights movement, which expanded rights for all races of people in the United States. It wasn't just, hey, black people got to get this. Black people, no, we spread the wealth. I need to see other motherfuckers spread the wealth before I tag team with them. That's all I was saying. I don't want to go off right now, man. I'd rather get high before I go off on how you saying all oppression is equal. Hold on, Champ. Let me get this off. Let me get 5 seconds. I just want to tell Mick this. You know I got the receipts, right? But I'm gonna say this. Before you say all oppression is equal, hold on. God damn, let me finish. Before you say all oppression is equal because you're under the British Crown, I advise you to look at the shit that happened after slavery, after Jim Crow. Like really, no. Really educate yourself on all. Educate yourself on redlining. You want to overtalk me because you know I'm talking truth.
No, you're not.
Let me get this off. You could have 30 minutes. I promise. I'm about to go upstairs and eat and chill with my dog. I promise.
Don't get off.
Let me say this. Educate. No. Educate your Mick. You don't know the politics and social inequalities in your state. So actually listen to what I'm saying and don't just dismiss it. I'm being genuine right here. I'm being genuine. Educate yourself on redlining, blockbusting, police, convent peonage, etc. I got like about 12 things in the chamber. I don't have all my notes pulled up. But educate yourself on what happened after slavery. It's not just like a one-time thing like, oh, everyone was slaves across the world. No, there were very specific conditions put on black people in this country less than 50 years ago that still reverberate to this day. If your father is not allowed to buy a property, that's going to affect your inheritance. So people acting like this is ancient history, it's just very disingenuous. You want to pass, I get it. You didn't do what your ancestors did, so why do I have to feel guilty for it? But you still have to acknowledge the truth of what went down. I'm going to just say that. Educate yourself on everything that went down.
I'm just going to educate you, right? It's got nothing to do.
You ain't going to educate me on shit.
If you shut up, I will.
You don't know more than me. That's impossible.
I have no hanging the oppression of the British Crown. The oppression is no because I'm Scottish. That's where you're silly, and that's where you didn't understand.
I literally heard a dude in the park, a white dude, a 55-year-old white dude in the park today approached me and said, "It was." Hold on. I will. I know we're talking, but I want to address your point head on. He said he was oppressed because he didn't get a scholarship from college. This is a white dude in the United States in California. So go ahead. Tell me how you're
So,
oppressed.
so
You
how
said it
am
was
I?
religious.
It is
You said it was
religious, yeah.
religious. He's Scottish.
It's Scottish.
Only reason I
So
brought it up is because he
shut
was
the
Scottish
fuck
too.
up and let me finish.
Fuck
Right?
you. He was Scottish too. That's all I want to say. Go ahead.
Yeah. But being Scottish isn't nothing to do with religion. That's what you are completely misunderstanding.
That's what he said. I'm relaying his words to you.
Why do you not let me finish? I'll let you speak, right? It has nothing to do
Because you're
with
misrepresenting my points.
Bro,
you're on
stop
about
cutting it
slavery.
off.
You're on about slavery and you're on about after it and after it and after it. It still happens here. There's still a religious oppression here. It still happens every
There's
day.
still slavery in Scotland. Okay.
They weren't the slaves. They
I don't
killed us.
believe you.
We weren't the slaves. We weren't the slaves being
No. I'm
Catholics.
saying you said there's that still goes on here. So current day in 2026,
Catholics
there's
weren't
still
the slaves.
slavery in Ireland or Scotland.
The Irish weren't
No.
the slaves either. What are you talking about?
No. You said it still goes on here. I'm holding you to your
It
exact
still
words.
goes on
Don't
here. So
obfuscate.
you can oppress
So
somebody
there's
because
still.
of their
I'm
religion.
asking you to clarify. There are still slaves in Scotland. That's what you're saying.
Oppression doesn't
Yes?
mean slavery.
No, you said slavery. You mentioned slavery that still goes on. That's
I
in
didn't
a
mention
direct
slavery
quote.
going on.
You said that. Okay, I'm gonna rewind it. Go ahead. Be
I
disingenuous.
didn't mention
Just lie.
slavery going on.
Mick, you're a liar. You're already.
No,
I
what
got
I
your
said
sound
is
clips,
you're
man.
going on about the things that happened after slavery in America.
You said you
The
talk
things
about
still
slavery that
happen
still
here.
goes on here today. I already addressed that all fucking oppression isn't equal,
There you
so
go.
you have no point.
There you go.
Finish.
Look, let me finish. So
Slavery is not going on in Scotland, and all oppression isn't equal. That's all I said.
CJ,
let me finish.
You have to let him finish.
Fuck him.
So the oppression here is your religion, your name, your background, jobs.
I literally
jobs,
just said that.
schooling.
You
You're
fucking
not
stupid
finishing.
motherfucker.
You're not letting me finish because this is the issue you have, and this is a big issue in America. You think your oppression's better than everybody else's.
God damn, dude. It's not about that. It's about the facts of what fucking went down, not about bias.
You're not letting me finish.
Stop lying. Stop
you're
lying. No,
Like,
you
David
literally
was.
said 30 seconds ago it's not about religion when I brought up the Scottish, your Scottish homeboy I met at the park today. And you said it's not about religion. Now you're saying it's about religion.
It's about
you just
religion.
lie based on whatever narrative is convenient. You're a fucking liar. Just accept that.
I never once said it was none to do with religion. It is religion here. And we weren't slaves.
Another clip for me to chop up.
With
Smoke's permission, I'm gonna clip that because you literally said that.
Don't clip that and stop talking and listen.
Don't clip it because I'm gonna be proved a liar. Fuck you.
You are.
You're a hoe.
You are a liar. You didn't let anybody else speak. The oppression here is religion, and it still is religion. And it's nothing to do with being Scottish. It's got nothing to do with the British Crown. It's to do with Freemasons. They have marches down the street. It's the only place where you still have marches down the street where they celebrate days to Catholics. And they have it, and they still have it here. And they have it every year. So didn't tell me that things that happened after slavery. I'm embarrassed about the British history. I didn't ever think that slavery didn't happen. But we weren't slaves. We were murdered. That's what happened. We were killed by famine and had to move. That's what happened to us, and it still happens. And it's happened for hundreds of years before even America. And this is what I was saying. Look at the oppression that happens in Gaza. No American gives a shit about that. But what do? We go support, pay money, everything like that. And we still do it in other countries because we know what it's like. People come to my country and we know what it's like to be oppressed. And what you have there is a map. I was oppressed worse than that person, so like we didn't really care. Means is better than everybody else's. All oppression's the same. Everybody is marginalised. It's how you deal with it, and it's how you continue.
I'm glad you said that because that's demonstrably not true. I can slap a bitch or I can fucking slit her throat. That's not the same level of repression. Oh, there's degrees to this shit.
But okay, slapping a bitch and cutting their throat is oppression. What are you talking about?
Right, there's different levels to mistreatment. Let's use that term. Slapping a bitch, yeah, that's gonna hurt her. Taking her out of this earth is gonna be much more severe. Somebody. That's my only point. Damn, you guys haven't. I'm actually disappointed that you guys can't argue back.
Yo,
to me
CJ, I need to clear something up with you. I agree 100% on everything you just said. 100%. Nobody has no in this country, nobody's had it worse than African Americans and Mexicans. Everybody else is just like Dominicans, Puerto Rican. Everybody else is Grenadians, Jamaicans. Everybody else is in the back of the bus. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kept saying me no black, because back in the days, that's what everybody was saying. Now everybody wants to jump on the black American. No. I'm black, bro. I'm African American. Now everybody, now that everybody's getting booted, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody's like, yo, chill, bro. Yo, my brother, motherfucker, we ain't brothers. That's why you got a lot of black people saying, we don't give a fuck. This shit ain't our fight. We've been fighting for years and nobody ever gave a shit about us.
That's a fact. I don't care
So
about nobody
I
fighting.
agree.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
So CJ, I agree 100% on everything you were saying. And when I was saying me no black, I was making fun of the way that Spanish black people was talking back in the days. But now they'd be like, my friend, say I'm black like you. Say, come on.
No,
Nah,
No, I get it. I understand your perspective now. I'm glad you clarified that.
you,
Go
you,
ahead.
you
nah,
know
but
what
you
I'm
be
saying?
honest with you, yeah, but you be honest with you, like, while y'all fighting now, I'm trying to get to the bag. That brown paper bag, I'm trying to get the bag. It's my turn. Like, I see my opportunity. While y'all fighting, I'm getting to the bag. Real talk.
Yo, that was one of the most, real quick, I just want to say, Smoke, that was one of the most legendary but stupid ass hooks. I get it. It's just so simple, right? Yeah, that brown
so
paper
simple.
bag. All right.
Like, hey, yo, listen. Like, real talk. Like, real talk, bro. Nigga, like, we finally, getting caught up. Nigga just spent $4,000 on just getting caught up today. So why y'all bullshit, nigga? And
Wait, what? Who?
Yeah, nigga.
I hope it wasn't you.
Yeah, nigga. Like, listen, and
Oh,
I ain't
shit.
nigga. Listen, bro, nigga. When you gotta get caught up, you gotta get caught up. Word, nigga sleep good at night.
I've been there, but we too old. Come on, champ, clean it up. Clean it up.
Nigga,
I'm
bro,
trying to say.
bro, you don't live in New York, my nigga. I'm trying to tell you, it's bad, bro.
Cali got some laws too. I
Yeah,
understand.
I'm saying like nothing legal. Everything was legal as hell. But definitely, nigga just like had to be like, money here, money there, money here, money there. Ended up like no, still I'm still straight, but yeah, definitely to look at it.
All right.
You know
Yo,
what I'm
that's still truck on the panel. Hey, we outside. We out in Cali, man. It's still early. You can't see
We
shit on mine, but turn my
outside.
camera on. We outside.
It's all good.
But
Smoke.
nah, I'm just saying though, like man, like I feel like it's the same struggle for all of us, man. Like for real. I feel like it's the same struggle for everybody. Like
It is,
especially
bro.
like
It is.
but like here's my thing. While they focused on everybody else, a fun truck me, hey, let's get this bag. While they like, so by the time they damn look up, they be like, damn, they done, yeah, we here now. What you gonna do now? Word on both sides. Yeah, now, how you gonna fight both of us? You can't. So why they fighting? So why they doing that shit and fucking with each other? Shh. Get this bag. Get this bag. Get this fucking bag. Shh. And get this bag. Like, if they're trying to move the illegals out, all right, cool. If you're legally here and you're like, man, I wish I get one of these damn highway jobs, these city jobs, these town jobs. Go and apply and get the fucking job right now. But you got to take this shit seriously. Like, at 23, 24, 25, man, listen, it's all part of the game. But you work there 20, 30 years, when you retire, trust me, like, listen, I seen certain, I ain't gonna say his name, but he started with a Q. This motherfucker worked for the town of where I was living at 20, 30 years. Bought a nice crib, had kids and everything. That motherfucker was like, you know what? I'm about to start selling bud out the damn crib. Certain time, right? This nigga ain't, bro, go to jail wasn't an option. This nigga became foreman. Became foreman over there where he was at. This nigga was straight chilling. You wanna know why? Because he ain't a detriment. He a tax-paying citizen. And where you at, you get a little royalty. So man, go ahead and get them damn town jobs, them highway jobs, man. Like, stop feeling like you gotta go viral to doing this and do that. Nigga, learn how to drive them damn dump trucks, man. Word, them shit, it ain't even that hard. Them street sweepers ain't even that hard. You know the street sweeper get paid? Shit.
I bet at least 40 an hour, I would guess.
And then
something like that.
And that's what you talking about maybe here in his first 2-3 years. Where you think he trying to get to? Listen, in New York, and then you talking about overnight, because like it's different strokes. Like when the snow just hit, right? These motherfuckers was on call like 72 hours.
And that's the incentive, even be on call, much less going out and actually working the hours. I understand. I've been through a lot of shit, man.
At my job right
all
now.
Different
at my job, at my job, there's a dude. There's a truck. I'm like, yo, why the fuck this nigga ain't come over here? And then I look underneath it, and his goddamn underneath his damn tailpipe pop. You know what I'm saying? Underneath the shit, right where the damn the Cadillac converter. The Cadillac
converter. I got you.
Yeah, because I'm ghetto. I said Cadillac, but the Cadillac converter. You know what I'm
Cadillac
saying?
converter.
So I was like, damn, and then I was thinking like how much money he missed out on. With that being popped, because you know what I'm saying? Like if you work 12 hours overnight, that's an easy 900. And that's just from them niggas that's starting out. Now, if you got sand where you can drop, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably making like 12, 13, 1500. And you doing that all night and it snowed. It was like, yo, listen, one of the county trucks flipped over. So how long you think he was out there before somebody came and got him?
Ah, man, that reminded me of a bad memory in my life.
During the blizzard, not after the blizzard, during the blizzard, while he out there, you know what I'm saying, clearing the highway, he flipped over. So how long you think before somebody came and got him? Because he cleaned a whole spot by himself. He got a whole dump truck. So before somebody got him, how long you think he was out there?
I can't speak on that. Shout out to my dad.
Couple of hours?
Yeah, definitely a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Because even if the guy that's on the other side, because they circling a section of exits, he got to go at least 2-3 miles, 4 miles down. Maybe if he even seen you passing by.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think he had passed by before he flipped over. Shit was ugly. You know what I'm saying? Out here. So got like, bro, get your CDLs, get out here and get this damn 40, 50, 60 damn dollars an hour jobs. Or these jobs that set you up to where, you sit right. Stop waiting for somebody to give it to you. Word. Stop being weak, like being real with you. Like get off your ass. Like you know what I'm saying? Use that shit. If you can go to the gym and look good, nigga, go put I'm not like some other shit.
That's what we need to tell Marco. Go get your CDL. Go drive a truck in New York City.
Nah, it is, bro. Listen, I wouldn't encourage anybody. I mean, bro, it's tough. Let's say you gotta drop some off. Let's say you gotta drop some off at a liquor store, right? There's so many blocks you gotta go down, and then you may go down that block one time, and it's so bad. It's so much double parking, you can't even double park to make the damn delivery. You got to make the delivery from 2 blocks away.
A question for you about, see, schools in America. Do you go to, is everybody just able to go to the local schools or, public schools?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because in Scotland, we still have two types of schooling. We have Catholic schools.
Well, no, we have private as well.
No, Catholic. No, we have a Catholic school and
Catholic and public.
Yeah.
Now we got different types of school. You got Catholic. You got private, you got public, you got homeschool,
Charter.
you got charter school. Like then you got
My ex-wife
like
went to charter school.
bro, there's a lot of like so many.
Yeah, it's
Because
multifaceted to answer your
we have
question.
like what they call denominational and non-denominational. One's Catholic schools and one's Protestant schools, and we still
Oh,
have
that's
that here.
OD.
Oh, we still
Okay,
have
so
that
I
here.
see
Yes.
why. Yo, let me back up and be fair. I see why the dude from Scotland, he said he was a knight or some shit. He seemed kind of goofy to me, but he did provide some perspective. He said it was definitely religious discrimination for you to say that the delineance, how you deviate between the two is, religious and or Catholic and non-Catholic. That's wild. So okay, I didn't know that. I learned something new.
Bro, I said it, CJ. I was being real. Like people thought I was being like this. Why I make fuck with me, and I know this. They treat them like we get treated over here. Like they are like on some real shit. Like I'm gonna break it down. They the niggas of the shit.
100%.
See, I just think it's too much sauce. I will say they are discriminated against, disadvantaged, but I do think that's too much sauce. I don't think it's to the same degree.
Bro,
But then again, I never been over there. And let me be fair, I never been over there, so I can't say.
I did my homework. I won't talk about it. I do my homework.
Let me get the floor.
Go ahead, Punch.
I'm just citing the shit.
You say they're the N words, and then Mix says 100%. And the only thing I say to that is, bro, you can never compare yourself to like what it means to be black. Like from the jump, there's people from because of the skin color from like 500 feet away. You're already getting.
I said over there.
Yeah, right. But you don't know if that person's Catholic or whatever the fuck.
I get what Fun Truck is saying. You see a skin tone before you see religion. He's saying you see skin tone before religion. I 100% agree. Go ahead.
So if you seen two white people in different school uniforms on, and you would notice
I
that,
would
yeah?
not give a single fuck.
I'm not.
It wouldn't even cross my mind.
But listen,
I bet it does here, yeah.
I hear what you're saying, Mick. But it's hard to explain, bro. It's like, yeah, you do see skin.
It's more an
tone
inherent,
color.
like a kid can change schools. Sorry to cut you off, Fun Truck, real quick.
Go ahead.
A kid could change schools. His family could change faiths. I will never be anything but a black man. Never. But go ahead.
Yeah, okay. This is what I'm saying. Right? If you do your homework on the shit, right? The guy that they ran out of boxing real fast. What was his name? The Irish dude. The Daniel dude, right?
Dubois?
Canahan.
The Canahan dude, right? They made him out to be this horrible dude when all he was doing was what was only left for him to do.
Sell drugs.
That's it. There was nothing left. Like he was so smart that but they blocked it every which way. So the way they portrayed him and painted him, that's how they treated him. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, I'm not talking about don't think I'm talking about the Tyson Furies and niggas. No, I'm not talking about that, bro. But the shit that's been going on over there in their country, like if you wanted to be have sympathetic to the shit, and when you think about it and break it down, you like, damn, bro. They do them like the way they do us. And when I say that, I mean the black and brown too. Like it's only a certain level that you can fucking get to. And if you try to do anything to it, you try to get anything over this level, this is what's gonna happen to you. We'll diddy your ass.
I gotta say on the flip side, there is something that's worse than the trials and tribulations of what African American people have been through. And that would be religious genocide. That's a lot worse.
Like starving us and
well, I completely disagree. Let's say you were right. I love these hypotheticals. I love chopping up with y'all. No, but for real, I want a genuine answer.
I don't think that it's any that I'm any worse.
Okay, he said that what damn, yo. What African Americans have been through was worse than religious genocide. Let me ask you this. Can you fake what religion you are? Say, oh yeah, I denounce all my previous beliefs. I fuck with Muhammad now. I'm rocking with Allah. Is that possible to do?
I mean,
Why
you
would you
probably
do that? Why would you do
Is it
that? I'd be like,
possible? No.
no.
I'm not asking it. Why would
No,
I'm
we
not
had to
asking for
change names.
motivation.
And
I'm asking if that's possible for a person to say.
would you
Answer my
change
actual
would you
question.
change your skin color?
One of them is possible and one is not. I'm glad you drew it out for me because
No,
one
because
you can say.
I would.
I
Why would
cannot
I
say
change
I'm
who
white.
I am?
Mick, if I say I'm white, would you believe me?
I don't care if you're white or black. I just see you as a person.
Okay, so I'm not asking if you care. I'm asking if you will believe me. Please answer the question directly. That's why you guys
Well,
can't fuck with me, man.
if you identify as white, then that you identify as white.
Then I'm white.
People
Then you're gonna
identify
you're gonna actually see me in your eyeballs as a white man if I tell you I'm white. Is that true? Is that actually true?
You see women
No,
identifying as
you know
men
it's
and men
not true, and
identify
you
as
can't back
women.
it up. Yo, Smoke, you bounced away for a bit,
TJ.
but someone put it in. Hold on, I swear, yo, real quick. I'm gonna go on a night run after this so I can clear my head. Give me 20 seconds at the most. When you was away, Smoke, somebody said somebody said that the religious discrimination was worse than what black people have been through in America.
no.
I
I said religious
asked simply,
genocide. Religious
God
genocide.
damn, let me finish and I'll be
No,
out of your hair.
religious
I'll drop off the screen
genocide.
completely.
Religious genocide.
No. I asked if it's possible for someone to say they changed their religion. And Mick brought up the brilliant point, which is what I was getting to. If I said I was white, would you believe me? Like, I could say I'm Muslim right now. Y'all might believe me. If I said I was white, no one would believe me. I'm done. Y'all got it. I'm out.
Okay, well, this is what I'll
That
say.
man's an absolute idiot. He doesn't listen to anything. Piracy, religious genocide. Like there's people in China and Tibet and all the countries that are getting killed for their religion, yeah?
Listen,
And that's what happens
if
in
you do your
like
homework, if you do your homework, not just like if you watch the movie, but like, and then go and do your homework on that shit, be like, yo, damn, that shit's fucked up what they was doing to them people over there. Like, when you think about like certain countries in Africa, that like how they do shit and blood diamonds, like that's black on black, that's African on African crime, that's whatever, like in Ireland and like certain areas of Russia where used to be certain, like, bro, that's crime on crime, like they doing it to their own people, and they do that shit harsh over there, bro. No remorse, no fucking feeling, nothing, bro. Like, and if you've never been over there or never did your homework on how they do it over there, like, bro, it just is fucked up.
Nah, worse.
Worse. It's worse. Like I'm not saying that what our ancestors went through wasn't fucked up, but we're at a point now to where we can do for hours, and these motherfuckers are not at that point yet. That's why when they when you hear somebody come from somewhere else, and you be like, well, damn, bro, how you do this and that? And then he start telling you about how it is in his country, you be like, oh, that's how you did it.
Yeah, I just find that like his whole thing was like crazy. He says, could you just change your religion? And I'm like, why should I change my religion? Would you change who you are? And he's like, oh, draw it out on you. Why would you why would you do that to people?
I don't think, like, I'm not, and then here's another thing too. I'm not trying to compete with
exactly
Trump.
There's no competition.
You're saying that, like, yo, like everybody go through some shit, like.
Hey man, all I know is the most famous people in the world right now are black celebrities, black rap artists, black athletes. You know, for having anyways, they're up. Black people are up.
No, but you also see black athletes getting
okay, that's probably like, it's like if like here's what you're saying. If there's any other race that kind of got any like move with us or some shit, kind of like you feel like, oh, he got some like you feel like, you know, he like that. You feel what I'm saying? So like we do control a certain, you know what I'm saying, aspect of it, but.
So what I was going to say on black athletes here, the college kids get taken advantage of, because that's a huge amount of a huge amount of money's made off of them for playing college sports and things like that. I know they've brought in NIL, but most of the kids are black athletes, black kids that
Yeah,
were making the money. Yeah,
definitely got exploited. And
That's
if you got
great.
100%.
some shit, but
Smoke. Since hold on. Can I get? I'm gonna take you on the run with me. I wanted to tap out, but I tapped back into YouTube just to listen. But then y'all were bullshitting again, so I had to pop back on the panel.
Listen,
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm glad you asked, sir. I'm glad you asked, my confidant. Let me ask you this. Mick is asking. Okay. The question I pose, and please, Pop, I need you to ride with me, man. You my nigga, right? I know Mick doesn't like that word. He gets offended. He gets offended when we use that word, but you my nigga, Pop. So ride out with me. I need him to address what I'm actually saying and not the question he wants to put in the air. I said, is it possible to lie about your religion to avoid a genocide? And then I asked, is it possible to lie about your race to do the same? He's saying, why would I do that? I'm not asking about motivation. I'm asking concrete details on the ground. Is it possible? And he avoided the question because he knows the answer, which undermines his point that he thinks religious genocide is worse than racial.
I was Pirate
Is
TV
it
asked the
possible?
question.
Mick, is it possible for me to lie about my race?
Hold on, wait. Before Mick answer.
Nope. Okay. I'm gonna mute up. I'm running.
Okay, now a very small percentage.
I think it is, bro, because I can sometimes people talk to me in Farsi, bro. I can say I'm fucking Middle Eastern, and I'll probably get away with it if I change my clothing.
What Chaos was asking was in Asian countries where it still happens, where like you're either a Sunni Muslim or a Shiite Muslim, right? And then they gently kill them all. Whatever one's in power, they kill all the other ones, yeah. And that's what Chaos was meaning.
What I'm saying is that some Jews.
I understand that, but which one is more likely for you to get away with, race or religion? Anyone can say they're in a religion. You know this is true. That's why you're not answering my question directly. I could say I'm fucking Buddhist. I could say I'm Buddhist. I could say I'm Hindu, and people will believe me. But I can't say that I'm Asian.
No,
I can't say I'm Asian.
But nobody's walking up to you in the street and asking you that.
Yeah.
Or asking me that.
No, I'm asking. Okay, you're asking under the conditions of a genocide, right? So I'm putting it in that context. That you're saying, hey, if you're black, you're up out of here. If you're Christian, you're up out of here. Which is easier to fake? And you know it's religion, because you can't fake aesthetics.
CJ, maybe in America,
you can't fake empirical evidence.
CJ, maybe in the UK, maybe in America, you can do that.
If you're gonna disagree with me. If you're gonna disagree with me, address what I'm. Hold on, real quick. Address what I'm saying. Make a case that it's easier for you to fake race than religion. Yeah, you're gonna talk over me because you know you have no point to make, just like old boy earlier. If you're gonna disagree, the only case I'm making is it's easier to lie about race or about religion. Rather, it's easier to lie about religion than race. If you're going to disagree, make a case that it's easier to lie about race than religion. Can I claim to be Asian and have people believe me? No. But I can come to be Buddhist, which is an Asian religion, or that oriented out there, and people would believe me.
Excellent. Are you done?
You're a fucking liar.
Let me speak and then try and jump in. That's easy to do in the UK. It's easy to do in America. It's easy to do in all the kind of places. But go and try and do that in China, where they kill all the Myanmar people. Go and do that in Iraq and Iran and other places where they killed them and they exterminated them. How did they round up all the Jews? Like, they rounded up all the Jews. I don't think people will be like, I'm not a Jew. But look now, that's what the religious genocide is. No somebody walking up to the street going to kill you that you might bump into and ask, are you a Catholic? That doesn't happen.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the premise in general, which, again, you didn't address my question directly, and I'm training for a marathon while talking shut up. Sorry about the cars. But no, you still didn't address my question. You still didn't address what I
It's
said
not really a
directly.
question. It's
You
really a
need to make it
statement. I mean, religious
if
genocide
you're
is
gonna
the
disagree with
worst
me,
thing that a
which you
human
are
being could
hell
do.
set
Religious
on
But
doing,
genocide
you
you
gotta
is
let
need
that
to
guy
make
speak,
a
CJ.
case that
You
is
gotta let him speak.
easier to lie
Shut
about race
CJ.
than religion. That was my question.
Right,
CJ.
now go
ge-
on mute.
Say that.
I,
Address what I'm actually
genocide is
saying.
the worst thing
Don't make up
that a
some
human
shit in
being
your head
could do.
that
It was
proves
done
your
in
point.
Africa. It
Address the
was done in
question I'm
Germany.
asking you.
It's the worst
How
thing
is
that
it
a
easier
human
to
being
lie
could do.
about
That is
race
the
than
worst
religion?
crime. That doesn't because you got to understand slavery is business. At the end of the day, slavery was business. Genocide is extermination. Like, I don't care. I don't want you to work for me. I just want to kill you and your whole family.
and I didn't actually mention it. It was Chaos that mentioned it. So CJ, get off the high horse and think everybody's against you. Chaos, you're right, because I feel for the people in Gaza that got flood bombed. Absolutely flood bombed and they got everything taken away. That was a genocide. That's what happened. That's religious genocide. And in Iraq, Iran, China, that's the where that happened. Like, CJ's thinking somebody's coming up in the street to kill you, and that's a genocide, but like, you can't lie there when they
Listen,
round you up and shit.
before they ask you, they already know the answer.
Oh, totally. Because you're already segregated. Like, you're already living a life of hiding. And like, it doesn't happen here in Scotland or that now, but like, we're talking it did 30 years ago when you had the war with IRA and the British. And they didn't matter if you were Catholic or Protestant, they just wanted to kill each other. And look, that's all gone now. But in other countries, Asian countries, African countries, that is still a major thing, yeah. And CJ's just ignorant of that. It's like people's oppression is all the same. Where if somebody's been oppressed, then how can you say that your oppression is worse than somebody else's? I would rather try and help the people being oppressed rather than argue that, oh, I've had it well worse, or somebody had it well worse hundreds of years ago. I would rather try and help the people now.
See how easy and quick it is to like have two oppressed motherfuckers go back and forth. If you don't know what the fuck is going on, like that's why I said if you do your homework, bro. If you do your homework, like be a little bit more outside of the box with it, right? And know that what I'm saying is, what I'm saying
Niggas
is,
just be lying all
hold
night.
on,
That's
hold
cool.
on,
Go ahead.
bro, you broke. Listen, hold on, wait. You gotta hold on because you don't like what you hearing. Don't mean that you got it like because you talking about don't cut you off, but you cut everybody the fuck off. So this is what I'm saying. Everybody is going through fun truck. If you like because it is a smoke session. Everybody has some shit that they go through. Now there is certain levels, but what I am telling certain people is that, bro, genocide is like like I don't want no slavery. Like bro, I just want to exterminate your entire fucking being of who you are.
That's the devil's work. That's the devil.
Like you feel what I'm saying? Like, and when you have to deal with that certain shit to where like imagine
That's what the Jews are doing to Palestinian people, bro.
imagine like see what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like
Facts.
so what I'm saying like imagine having to have to like and remember not too long ago Ireland was letting people in that they like they was like it was crazy over there for a second. People forget like people had to like migrate to Ireland from all the bombing and shit in other places and shit like that. Ireland was one of them.
And so sorry for talk. I just want to add there that it isn't the Jews that are doing it. It's the Israelis, because there is people in Israel that are Christian and are Muslim and things like that, and they're kind of
All right,
getting tagged with the
all
same
right,
brush.
fair enough. Thanks, Mike.
But
Thank, thank you
it
for
is,
clearing that up.
I totally agree with you. And
Is
now,
it's the fucking Israeli and Bibi, bro. Fucking bitch ass Bibi Netanyahu.
and they kind of people were the oppressed people, and now they're the oppressor.
Me personally, right? If I've been impressed, Chaos been impressed, Fun Truck, I know you've been impressed.
Well, I
Man,
don't.
you
I
ain't got to
wouldn't
tell
say.
me.
I don't know if I would say I have, bro. I
You know,
mean,
bro,
like
you ain't see it. You ain't see it.
maybe I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? But and luckily, as a
Well, I
matter
mean,
of fact, if you
America's
haven't been
different.
impressed,
Hang
if
on,
you
hang on.
haven't been impressed, Fun Truck,
Yeah. Can I ask you, Smoke? Let me ask you a real quick question. Have you traveled
yeah,
outside of the U.S. before?
no, I've never
Uh,
traveled outside the
bro,
U.S., but I
if
do
you just
my
go
like.
if you just go to Tijuana, bro, if you just go to Tijuana, you look at the juxtaposition between San Diego and a kid born in Tijuana, you will. I mean, I think it'll open up a lot of people's worlds if they just see that difference. How growing up in the United States, having is so much 100 times more opportunistic than it is growing up just in Tijuana, which
Fun
is like
Truck,
five
listen to
miles from
me.
the border, bro.
I'm about to give you the same equivalent of that without leaving America. Growing up in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and then leaving there at 25 and coming to New York in 2000, fully in 2005, and I ain't never left. So I got 21 years here and 25 years there. Or I got 20, you know what I'm saying? I got 20 years. I got 20 years here and 25 years there. I'm 45 years old. It's because when you come up here, the advantages like of what you can get into so different. Like I don't know if you remember the live I had where my brother I called, he's Puerto Rican. Like I have I have a real small circle, and definitely a Latino is in there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm open to whatever. Like I'll be real with you. Like one of my plugs before they got knocked was Latin King.
Yo, the first girl that I hooked up with in college, she was black and Japanese.
See, like, you see what I'm saying? You see how
Dude.
we got like my plug, like my weed plug was like, and he asking me, "Hey man, why you man?" I'm like, "Man, listen, I don't know, but he don't listen to me. You do what you got to do, but listen, when it comes to when I need to hit you and get this, you need to be there. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with with one of the guys that was holding the chaos the Land King Huntington section. Remember how them niggas got knocked? Them niggas got 12, 15, 25 years. Them niggas was out there doing crazy shit. Yeah, so just saying, like I had a conversation with one nigga, he was like, "Yo, why you wear blue?" I said, "Cause it looked good on me." He said, "You ain't crip." I said, "Yo, why are you even asking me that question?" He said, "I know you from the South." I said, "What does that mean? You see me over here with your man, right, getting right? So why that even matter?" He like, well, I'm like, "Yo, listen, tell you what, tell your Uncle Gabby the about me, and then we'll see what's up." Because I was working with one of the niggas that were, because we think different. Just because you out, like, listen, this damn street shit, eventually you go in jail, you go in jail. So we was working at a spot where like, and we was too young to understand it, and we should have rolled that shit out. But yeah, we could have been set off right nicely right now if we were still working there. You know what I'm saying? Like we was working Cold Spring Harbor. Cold
Okay,
Spring
I
Harbor.
understand. Yo,
So,
I don't want to. I want to progress the conversation forward, not backwards. And to do so, I just need to ask Smoke a question real quick.
mhm.
Sorry, I'm outside and you hear the cars. But do I have your permission? Like whatever recordings are uploaded, like if a person's recordings are uploaded to your StreamYard, do I got permission to use that?
Go ahead.
All right. Cool.
Man, listen, I spent a lot of time in boxing gyms, bro. It's like in California at least, it's black and Latinos, bro. And Latinos, I mean Mexicans, Salvadorians, Venezuela. Not so much, but a lot of Mexicans, right?
It's
And
black and Latino, man. Like,
that's all it is, bro.
Ecuadorian, Puerto Rican, Dominican,
But in
El
California,
Salvadorian. Like,
especially, hold, hang on, but specific to California, it's a lot of Mexicans, bro. Because I mean, like, I'd say in a couple of years, California is probably gonna be 80% Mexican.
It's Mexico any fucking way. We stole it from them.
So, yeah.
Stole that shit. We took
Let's
that
be
shit.
real. Eddie Griffin not lying. He's a comedian, but he ain't tell no fucking lie.
Yeah, man.
Stole that shit.
And like, I mean, look where I'm at, San Francisco. I mean, it's a Spanish
San
name, bro.
Francisco, San Jose,
San Antonio.
That shit ain't fucking American, bro.
Like I said, nobody's ever been more oppressed than black people and Mexicans.
Listen, just to like give you like a maybe count the number of oppression. What the fuck is Ron Concom? That ain't come out in the English language. That sounds like some Indian shit. That's why Ron Concom, Patchall, shit like yo, bro. A lot of this shit, chaos. Am I lying? The shit on the names of shit on the island that are towns. You like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. But listen, I will say that nobody's been more oppressed in this country more than black people and Mexicans, but like in places like Africa, Haiti, yo, what happened in this country, that shit is a cakewalk. A
For
fucking
real.
cakewalk.
100%.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, if you don't know what niggas had to go through,
you don't even
like,
have the opportunity to call 911, bro. There ain't nobody coming to help you.
Ain't nobody coming to help you. No, you better have a team and
you start a fire. Hey, you start a fire. There's no fire hydrant. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you want to know how bad the shit is? It's like a dude will come up to your mother, right? And you'll be like, nah, chill. She could pick cotton. And they look at her and be like, man, this bitch ain't even worth that. They'll rape her in front of you, chop her head off, and then say, yo, go play soccer with this. Look.
Oh, shit.
That's how bad it is in some of these countries, bro.
It's bad, bro. Like, so sometimes, like right about now, not back then what happened to our ancestors. Oh, like I get that. But right now, we have way more. And I'm saying now, you young niggas, anybody who sees this, you're 20 years younger than me, 25 years old, 22, 20, go get the bag. Stop waiting. Go get the bag. Don't think you can't do it. I can tell you right now, there's so many dumb motherfuckers. And I'll be real with you. Chaos. Did you see the video of the truck driver, the snow dude that flipped the truck?
Nah.
Okay. He dumb as hell. He driving way too fast. In a fucking blizzard. Where they had like front truck. It was so bad that if you was outside of going home, coming from work, you was going to jail.
So I know it's your stream, but I want to ask Mick a question if I can.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Mick, what do you think about the US and Iran right now?
Truthful answer?
Yeah.
The same way as I feel like Venezuela that like Iran oppressed their own kind of people, oppressed women and things like that. People weren't equal there either. So like even like in Saudi Arabia, 10 years ago, women couldn't even drive a car. Like now they're getting driving license, things like that. So oppression happens, you're kind of there. Like the Iran thing is regime change, and we know how that's worked in the last 50 years. Like these were like this guy's only in there because of regime change. When they kicked the Shah out, Americans kicked the Shah out, and then you have the Iraqis, Afghanistan, innocent people are going to die, and that's the sad part.
Now,
and nothing will change.
I'm gonna say this. Over there. Who you think gonna be the best goddamn soldiers?
What do you mean? Who's going to be the best soldier out of
For America, who gonna be the best soldiers?
Oh, the best soldier for Americans would be the Marines, probably, yeah, or the what do you call Navy SEALs?
But who though?
Oh, it'll be locals, yeah.
It's gonna be
the
black. It's gonna be black and brown.
And like I get, I totally.
Black and brown. It's gonna be black and brown. It's gonna be Mexicans. It's gonna be El Salvadorians. it's gonna be Puerto Ricans, it's gonna be black, it's gonna be Haitian, it's gonna be mixed breed, it's gonna be black and brown.
Yeah, I get that.
Get the damn shit done. Cause
And I
we
feel sorry
don't
for the
try.
people. I feel sorry for the even the Americans that have to go there because this is
Over
another.
here, no, I'm just saying over here, it's gonna be black and brown. And then when they dispose of them and let them out the water, the ones who make it back, you better hope that you know at minimum the ones that go crazy still be able to get their check every month.
Facts.
Man, it's like I just
Oh man, that's how I go over here. Like the treat the like real talk. Here's some real shit. Like I don't give a fuck. They letting motherfuckers with labels get more, like get shit, more rights and more ups and more leeway than motherfuckers that fought for this country.
They're putting illegals up in like 5-star hotels, giving them, whatever type of food they want. They get to choose what food they want. Then you got, Black American people who fought in wars, homeless, Mexican Americans who fought in wars, homeless, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah, yo, I live in San Francisco, and recently they had to get rid of judges who were granting asylum by like the 92%. So if you asked for asylum from another country, and a judge was going to give it to you 92% of the time. And so that's
so
crazy, bro. They let everybody in this country, and
so
then you
see
start to go ahead, Mick.
so see in that kind of thing. I don't know how it is in America, but like obviously we have veterans on the streets here, um, and see once they've had two or three chances and they didn't pay their bills and they didn't pay their rent and they're not contributing to society, and they signed up for that job and they
Yeah,
got paid well to do that job,
we have
then
too many in the street, man. It's too many. Like it's like it's
There's
crazy.
too many, and here, and
It's crazy,
the
man.
reason why
Crazy.
is big pharma, bro. So many people got addicted to the opioids that were mass prescribed, bro, and it fucking fucked generations up, dude.
That's true.
There's a Netflix
Yeah,
documentary called The Pharmacist. I'd recommend anybody to watch it, dude. But listen, like the mental health and drug issue that we have right now is because of the opioids prescribed 20 years ago, dude.
if you watch American Gangster, you can like if you watch American Gangster, and if you
my
have
man.
a creative mind, you already know like if we bringing it in through the damn military at a certain point, like the motherfuckers that's coming home, like how did he even get the damn thought to even fuck with over there? Because they getting like the shit that they was getting over there was straight out the goddamn poppy field.
See, that's like I find the whole system there crazy because, like, here we didn't pay for any medication. In England, they do, but in Scotland, it's free. So anything they're giving you,
Nah,
the government's paying for. We didn't pay
you gotta
anything.
have you gotta have you gotta at least if you work and you just you can take care of yourself, you definitely gotta have your own insurance. If you know anything else, kids and all that other shit, you try to get motherfucker get Medicaid and then living off the state and then you pay
That's
it's
crazy.
nah,
Like,
you just don't be able to like the government like you get medicine and hell nah.
so
No,
one thing that we do have here is like tuition free, universities free. Doesn't matter.
no,
Only if you're Scottish, but and your medical's completely free. You didn't pay anything for any prescription here. But I feel sorry for Brandon Glanton because I hope he's got good insurance for Zuffa
listen,
because Gio Patayas put
Yo,
the rest of them all in
let me tell
hospital.
let me tell you. So even if you have insurance, I went to the ER with my lady the other day, and bro, we were about to wait 8 hours in the ER for some labs. And I said, fuck that. This is so fucked up, bro. Like, even if you have health insurance, it don't mean shit. You're
don't
gonna
mean
wait.
shit.
That's crazy.
It don't mean shit. Like Man, listen, man. Like to get your tooth pulled in New York is fucking ridiculous. As an adult, to get your tooth pulled in New York is fucking ridiculous. Like that Jadakiss line. Like I know niggas that go up north just to get their teeth fixed. Yes, I got my teeth fixed better locked up than out here, and faster. Most definitely.
Like, yo, check this out. You know, Fun Truck, he's Mexican American, and that's what I was trying to explain to CJ. Like, in the you know, in Mexico, they would laugh at, you know, Mexican Americans going to war with blacks because they'd be like, what the fuck are you motherfuckers fighting for? Over a street corner? Over a skin color? Nah, bro, here on this side of the tracks in Mexico, we kill each other for drug routes. We kill each other for drug territories. We ain't killing each other for no street corner. We ain't killing each other because that dude's lighter than me. We kill each other for money. You guys in America, you guys are clowns. That's what they say out there, bro. It's a totally different breed, and that's what I was trying to tell CJ. In Mexico, bro, they ain't, yo, they would laugh. They'd be like I was telling CJ, the Mexican mafia does not exist in Mexico. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's the cartels, and the cartels is all about one thing: money. They don't care about street corners. They don't care about what you look like. They'll just slaughter your whole family over money. It's about money.
So there was a speech that I heard, and it was like the Roman divide and conquer. They want you to point at the person that's on benefits. They want you to point at the person that's maybe a different race. They want you to point to the people that don't have the same background as you. But well, the bankers and the elites are robbing the countries,
Yeah,
and they divide and conquer. As long as you're divided, they'll always conquer.
that's it, bro. It should never really be about Mexican versus black. It should be us poor people versus corporate capitalism. Like
Socialism.
how come there companies can pour
Hey,
millions of
Truck,
dollars to
That's
sway.
exactly
Hang
what
on, hang on.
you just
Hang
said.
yeah,
That's exactly what
cor-
we need to do.
it's
It
it's
need to be
poor, it's
us.
us, bro. It's the poor
Word,
people, the ones that drive, the ones that buy groceries, that need to be up against corporate capitalism. Like you can't have companies invest hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars to sway um laws in their favors, bro. And like it's just
See, I think that you've missed a huge opportunity with Bernie Sanders. I
hmm.
just think he was a guy who cared about everybody.
what did you just say?
I think America missed a huge opportunity when Bernie Sanders ran for president. Like he is somebody that's been throughout history always on the right side of it, and he always supported all kind of people. And he was against all the corporate bigwigs at the lot. And people said, "Nah, he's a socialist. They use the word communist. Sorry, that's the word they use. Communist. Bernie Sanders is not a communist, but it's sad. It's sad that that kind of happens, and it happened to a guy in this country that ran for prime minister here, and they made him out to be he was anti-Semitic, and that's what they do. But they want to divide and conquer people. If people are
That's
divided,
exactly because negativity thrives, in media. Like the news is always going to give you the worst breaking piece because that's what grabs your attention. And if they couldn't divide us and have this left versus right, because that's what's happening here in the U.S. It's leftist Democrat versus rightist Republican. If you can
That,
make us hate each other, and that's all we have our like the discussions at the dinner table about, then we're not really facing the real monster, bro, which is there's these rich people and how they're influencing everything that we do, bro. How much money we make, how much money we're going to make in the future, whether we're going to have benefits, whether we're going to have be able to
word,
retire at the age of 65 or
word. See, like they don't
man.
even have that over there though. Like, here's the thing, like I want to say that, like CJ, if you still listening, they don't have that in a lot of places, bro. That at 65, if you work and able to retire with your 401k and your retirement plan, they don't have that shit, bro. And if you're able to do that over here, I got a 401k. If you're able to do that over here,
Yeah, but the whole leftist rightist
you're saying, man,
kind of thing is, I find it silly as well, because anybody that would that now is good, that would vote for anybody on the right, and the were the kind of oppressed people before. The leftists will always go and fight and argue for oppressed people. Always.
like I'll be real with you. In my younger days, I remember like I think the worst. I ain't gonna say it might not be the worst, but the thing I remember is that me walking outside of my house. Matter of fact, no, I came from the store. I went in the house, and when that shit had happened, somebody like somebody was he running from the police, jumped out the car, and like 2-3 blocks down, he ran, and they couldn't find him. He was wearing blue jeans and a black shirt. No, he's black. No, my fault. He's wearing black jeans, black shirt. I had on blue jeans and a black shirt. A cop pulled over. He seen me walking into my crib. Pulled over. Asked my parents, both parents, mom and dad, to tell their son to come outside so they could ask me some questions. I came outside. The nigga cuffed me and then asked me questions. Another cop pulled up. Listen, another cop pulled up and said, he don't even fit the fucking description. What are you doing?
That's fucked up. It's a lawsuit.
Bro, I didn't even. He like, because the guy they was looking for was like 5'7", wearing black. He wearing all black. They already said he wearing all black. He got on black shirt, black pants, black shoes. I had on a blue shirt, light blue. No. I had on a black shirt, blue jeans, and like some and white tennis shoes. All white Uptowns. That's what I had on. He said, "Yo, he don't." He said, "And this motherfucker way taller than the motherfucker we looking for, because I'm 6'1". He said, "What are you doing?" And you cuffed him in front of his parents. So me, like, one of those shit is different. I remember that was in North Carolina. I remember I got locked up in New York, right? I had a bullshit warrant. When I got locked up, right, the DTs came in and said, "Hey, yo, what the fuck you in here doing for, nigga?" I know he said, "What you in here doing? I know you out here." I said, "Your man came to my crib and locked me up for this bullshit warrant." He sat in front of me. I don't know if he think I saw it, but he said, "Yo, did you go to?" He went to his crib and locked him up for bullshit. He said, "Yo, you would never get on my damn team doing that." He like, we out here. This is how I knew I knew motherfuckers was watching way too much out there. He said, "I'm not saying he'll ever snitch, but maybe if it's right, he may point you in the right direction because he be out there." And you went to his crib and locked him up for the and he looked at the warrant. He said, "If you locked him up for this," and then he came to me and said, "Yo, listen, if it was something else, I'll get you out of here. But this, like, it's a warrant. You gotta deal with this shit. You probably gonna get out." It was, but it was just inconvenient that I had to spend 12 hours.
Hey, am I wrong to think that Pacquiao beat Jeff Horn?
No, Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, fucking A, dude. I swear I think Pacquiao beat him.
Well, I'm sure Pacquiao probably did win, but Horn retained the belt.
Here's the thing, though. With that, they gave Jeff Horn the win, right?
Yeah,
So
Jeff Horn got the win. Crawford went and taken the belt off of him.
then Bud Crawford stopped Jeff Horn, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
So
that's nasty. I didn't know that.
see what I'm
I
and
didn't
saying?
that's
know that.
right. They're trying to set up Horn and Pacquiao, Pacquiao and Crawford. Yeah,
So then right after that, but Bob Arum is on record saying he blocked that fight because he didn't want. He knew what Bud was gonna goddamn do to Pacquiao because
and
like if there's a toss up between Pacquiao winning that fight or Jeff Horn winning that fight, Bud stopped Jeff Horn and manhandled him a little bit in that bitch. To be truly honest with you, coming straight up off of 140. So and then everybody was it's like nobody wanted that WBO belt, but all of you motherfuckers from PBC wanted to fight Jeff Horn after he won the belt. And then when Bud got it, y'all was like, oh no, nobody wanted that WBO belt.
so
That's what happened, Fun Truck.
have you ever seen the film In the Name of Our Father?
No.
It's a film about five guys. Get the Guildford Five, they were called, and they were Irish Catholics, and they got the blame and taken in, and they stayed in Birmingham at the time, and they got put in jail for like so many years. Giuseppe Conlon and guys like the guy died, the father of the son, and I think they've done about 13 years in jail, and in the worst conditions that they could get, and they weren't even in the anywhere near the place. Completely innocent people, and like that's a small like that was a big thing, but I can just imagine how much that happens in America, where you're racially profiled or some making like for that must happen a lot to people.
Only in America. The Ayatollah Abdul Wahid.
He's your new man in Iran.
Oh shit. What's going on over there is crazy, bro. They're like dropping t- thousands of bombs a day, which is I can't even wrap my head around it. Like, can't wrap my head around how completely different our lives are from day to day to the people that are going to experience like distraught for years. Imagine your school and the hospital being blown up, bro. You don't even have that shit.
Man, Iran's went full nuclear though. They've just started bombing all the countries round about them. The Saudis,
Yeah,
Qataris,
apparently,
everybody.
yeah, they bombed. Apparently, they bombed Netanyahu's family members in Dubai.
Oh, they bombed Dubai,
They
Dubai,
bombed. They
Cyprus,
bombed
Saudi
Kuwait.
Arabia, Qatar, Lebanon,
And
Lamar.
they're targeting Bibi Netanyahu's family. I think that's what I'm reading.
Good.
It's the
Like,
difference in all of this shit, man. Like to be truthfully honest with you, like that's why I wanted to have this conversation. Like outside of boxing, like you know what I'm saying. Like I know what the fuck we like, what people got to go through.
I think YouTube boxing community is one of the worst places as well, where there is good people, but then some of the people are just absolutely insane. Where it's not totally, it's like I don't even think they're boxing fans.
yeah, it is. It is very strange. I mean, like, I grew up here. Have you heard of the Raiders, Nick? The Oakland Raiders? Yeah, Well,
Yes,
well, there's a f- there, this is a American football team where if you show up with a 49ers jersey, you get shot and killed, dude.
Yeah, bro,
Uh,
you ain't. Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not in Oakland anymore, are they?
no, they moved to
I
Vegas.
moved to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? But like,
So
here's
so
the
did
thing,
the
though,
so did the
right?
Oakland Athletics, and then the Warriors moved to San Francisco. Oakland got rid of their entire identity. They had a football, baseball, and basketball
and
team now,
basketball. Yeah,
and they
and
don't
now
have anything now. And
yeah,
now, like this, the city of Oakland, man, it's so frustrating because it doesn't have an identity except for being a shithole. Because now it's
yeah.
like it's a third world city, dude. Like you
In,
go
in,
there and
in
there's
in
sometimes
America,
there
it's the third
in
world city
America,
in America.
bro, you can there's neighborhoods where you can go and you can call the cops and they're not gonna come. If they do, they're gonna lollygag you till they get to you, bro,
Yeah,
and you're
you on your
dead.
own. You on your own. It's fucked up. It's like for real. San Francisco ain't too much better. Like the way they
No,
let
San
niggas.
Francisco's good, bro. Like this city's good. In every neighborhood, you're okay, bro. But I'm telling you,
Oh,
in
so what
Oakland,
they trying to act like what's going down in Oakland is or going down. Okay, I get it. Cool.
it's just Oakland, bro. And like maybe Mo will say I'm dramatic, but shit, I can pull up a live
I,
stream and I can go down there and show you guys. It
I
isn't
I
that
can
bad.
I can tell you Mo wouldn't say you're dramatic. I was speaking to Mo the other day, and he was like he kind of gave me the roundabout kind of speech of how like the tech companies moved in and everybody got shipped to fucking Oakland. We like and man, it's crazy.
See, that's
It's
what I'm
cra-
saying, man. Like I didn't want to get into combative shit because oppression is oppression. Like shit is what the fuck it is, man. Like from from me to chaos to fun truck to you, Mick. Like man, we all like our ancestors and we seen that shit. It ain't a competition.
no, I totally agree. We should we should look for me. I look at others and look at what they could be going through, and I can only imagine some of the like atrocities that they happen and shit like that. And man, in Scotland, we having to get refugees to come here and work in the NHS and like some of the things that are going on. And if without the people that come here, and it's hard to leave, they're leaving their country because we bombed the shit out of it, and they're coming here to make a life, and they're getting targeted, and like I find it absolutely disgusting. It makes me sick actually.
Like I remember it was a live y'all was on Marco channel, right? And Serato was getting mad, and I was like, why he getting? Then it was like I look at both sides of it because Serato was like, this was like right after Ryan won the belt, and then because he's a Chicano too because he's Mexican American, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So and when he got mad, I was like, I get it, but then I was like, I get it. I was like, why you getting mad just because motherfuckers is talking? But then I get it because what he got to go through.
Yeah. Pop, you've been on here for years. Do you remember guys like Kaka TV and like all the kind of guys?
But
People like
I'm not fuck you two. I'm talking about like in real life what he got to go through, like because he true to his heritage, but
Hey, bro, he grew up in America, bro. He like I'm sure if there's an American doing well in the Olympics, he's rooting for them.
see what I'm saying? But like it's like,
Like he's got the blood, he's got Mexican blood, and he roots for boxers. I think he roots for Americans as well. I
I
like
don't know.
think I
nah,
think
man.
in
Serrata, like man, when we talk about boxing, man, Serrata know about all the black fighters, but whenever they fight a Mexican, Serrata pulling straight. He going straight. But like just like you said though, Fun Truck, like y'all got y'all own little other shit that like we don't even know about. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I'm sort of hypocritical because I ride with Mexicans, but then again, I like for Americans to do well too. So I don't know. It's just
But see, here's the thing though, right? This is why like I
it's
fuck with
weird
you, Fun
because it's
Truck,
like it's
because
like it's like you pick and choose. But I really go with my heart, bro. If I like a fighter,
no,
then
you
I'm a
pick the fighter. You feel what I'm saying?
mm.
So this
Yeah,
what I'm
I pick
saying
the fighter.
because
I don't just go off of nationality. Yeah, I get you.
so like yeah, so like earlier today, right?
Because
Um,
hey, sorry. If you're a piece
go
of
ahead.
shit Mexican, I don't want you to be a good representation of us. Like if I would like, for example, Berlanga doesn't get claimed by. wherever he's from because he's like a bad representation.
He
You
is.
know?
If we wanted to claim him or y'all want to claim him, he a bad representation either way the fuck you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I want to say to you, right? I was talking to a younger guy that he boxes, but he boxes at heavyweight, right? But you know, he like in between taking it serious and not like doing like training and other shit, right? But he said he got tired of everybody telling him to go look at Salvador Sanchez. And then he went and looked at Salvador Sanchez. Now, this is a big black nigga saying Salvador Sanchez was that mother. He's like, yo, it opened his mind completely. You feel what I'm saying? Because he was like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga? All that Julio Caesar and Canelo and this one and that one. Who the fuck is this motherfucker? Because he whooping motherfuckers any way he want to.
Yeah. No,
But
he's
he
very
had to be.
he's a special fighter. I can like his style is Muhammad Ali-esque, where he's bouncing up and down. He's coming at you with all sorts of attacks, and his straight punches are wicked. Like the right hand is wicked, and Ali had a good right hand. And I say that to say, there's this amateur Smoke. Right? He just won bronze in the Bulgarian World Champions yesterday in the amateurs. It's an elite amateur thing. And his name is Jojo or Joseph. I can't pronounce his last name. He's got an African last name.
Who put you onto him, Fun Truck? Who told you he was the best American?
I came across him. I'm not gonna lie, and then you told me, but I came across him first.
Now, here's the difference.
And anyway,
between
his right hand Smoke. I need to send it to you, bro. He's got a wicked right hand. You'd like him, bro. I think you'd like him.
Hey, you know what, Fun Truck? I'm gonna put my number in the back in the private chat. But this is what I want to say, right? If a black dude see another race,
That's not true. You're supposed to root for your own people. If your name is Bulbas, that's what you're gonna do. But yeah.
No, no, this is what I'm telling you. Most Mexicans and most Latinos are definitely gonna pull for them in that fight if they think he got a challenge, right? Now, what I'm telling you is it's rough and it's tough to get every and all black supporters to get behind you because
It'll never happen.
there was so many guys going for Canelo when Bud fought him. Like they was like, no, you really think Bud got a chance? Like they didn't have like. It's crazy, bro. It's like the way that we are fold on each other.
People can be relatable.
Like
You're not going to be relatable to everybody. You're never going to get 100% favorability, and especially in the sport of boxing.
No. It's not even. We ain't trying to get 100. It's the percentage that we get is not where it should be. Like it should be close to y'all, where it's like 75, 80. Our shit like. You know what I'm saying? 48, 50, 48, 56. It's like niggas will like, bro, they will back out on you quick if they think you're doing too much. I'm telling you, like.
Hey, man, the most racist rivalry right now is going to be Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Right?
I don't like. But here's the thing, though, Fun Truck. Let's say me and you like go back and forth on some bullshit. Like let's say I'm saying right now, we run a play for that shit, right? And go back and forth, but we got each other numbers saying what we gonna do. What's the problem with that? If we run that up and big that fight up to get it, because us as content creators, the underground, we made the Devin Haney Brian Norman fight bigger than the goddamn David Benavidez the Anthony Yarde fight.
See, the good thing about being for Scotland, we are shit boxers, so I can just pick anybody.
Yo, Pop,
Yeah.
I got a question for and just to show you the difference. I got a question for Fun Truck. In the history of Mexican, not Mexican American, Mexican boxing, have you ever heard a Mexican, not a Mexican American, or pure blood Mexican boxer ever make any racial claims towards a black American fighter? Ever?
I will answer no,
And
but
you want
my
you want to
box.
know why?
Why is that?
It's not in our culture.
Hmm.
We learn that when we come here. That ER word, there's no translation in our Spanish vocabulary. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. We learn that when we come here. So when it comes to like Mexicans in Mexico, they don't know what an ER is. In Dominican Republic, they don't know what an ER is. None of those countries, they don't know that. Because we're not, the word doesn't exist. That word exists here. That hatred exists here.
Word.
Am I lying?
True. You know, because when you go over there and you look like how I do, and you act accordingly and appropriately, like you should be, like your mama and daddy raised you to do, you're embraced, and it just is what it is. Like you call it how you want.
Bro, I don't think in the history of boxing, nobody's ever fought more black people than Julio Cesar Chavez. And he's never. The worst he's probably said was maybe pinche negro, which is like fucking black guy. But that's not a derogatory word. You know what I mean?
Hey, Bobos. Hey, listen. Black people are the biggest consumers of everything. So, who you think eating the most Chipotle? Like, listen. Hold on. Wait. I work at a restaurant. I work at Wonder. You can look it up. Right now, I work at Wonder. I do everything in that bitch. So, you know, I make a couple more dollars than everybody else. But like, that's just something I do. Right. The They have Taco Bell and Chipotle and that shit. Just the way that we do it. They have Taco Bell and Chipotle in there. You can build your own bowl, build your own burrito, however you
See,
want.
see Crawford. I think Crawford gets actually more hate for Black Americans than anybody else. Like,
Exactly.
and I think it's a like I seen Crawford when he came and beat the shit out of our guy, and I seen him do switch hitting and things like that. Like I followed him all through his career, all through after that, and
His
like
latest shit, the latest shit that happened to him, where he was, you know, the chick that's been, excuse me, like if you know, like I remember her from a long time ago. Like, listen, listen, homegirl, you want to say that he was broke and jumping over roaches and all that shit. He went from that. He went from rags to riches. What's your problem? You want to explain that he smashed you and like his baby mom? Listen, he never married her, but she is definitely set up for life. He is a different woman now. Bud is not married to. He's not committed to anything but his children. So whatever you want to try to damn, like, because in America right now, the way it go, why would I marry any woman, right? Unless you, especially when the bread get to a certain level, why would you marry any woman right now? Because if she just feel like, oh, I'm upset, you're paying alimony, your child support, you can split it like it like it's fucked up for me unless you completely cover yourself. It's murderous row over here for niggas. So hey, listen, you good? You got listen. We got these kids. We really not together. I'm just here so we make it look like that shit. But you know, just for the kids. But listen, you got a mansion to live in. You got 7 figures in your bank account. I pay for everything. All you got to do is make sure everything good. No, but no, Bobo's is not. But I'm just telling you, the spot has like Mexican American, and then like you can build your own whatever. We have like everything there. If you want to, like, however you want to build your shit, you can build it. Just saying. Like I said, you have Mexican, you got Taco Bell, and really not even because it's not too many hard. There's no hard shells in there, but you have like everything else that Taco Bell would have with like the soft tacos and all this. Like the spot, like we got burger tacos in that bitch. So there's it's a lot. It's like Taco Bell with Chipotle in there. So I come from when they just started saying that you had to learn Spanish in school because it was gonna be like you're gonna have to know this shit. And
I don't even know how you pronounce that last name.
yeah, you're gonna have to know it because now when you look at it now, she telling me this at 17 and now at 45, you make more money if you know Spanish and English.
Espanol.
This is what it is like. And that's me saying it like, and I fucked up like,
Imagine being able to mac up some Latinas, bro. Just
but no, just saying like at work, like if you can speak to the Spanish people in Spanish, like,
that's what I have some light skinned friends that honestly did that, bro. They took Spanish class seriously in high school so they can pull Latinas.
fact,
Or
bro.
Bennett. Tyson
I didn't
Coffee, his
see it
name.
that way, Fun Truck. That's what I'm telling you. Like I'm
Pussy,
like
pussy
where
was
y'all at
vanilla.
it with. I was where it first started, and then just to be like right now at work, they got me trying to train two motherfuckers, but they don't speak English like that. I got to have somebody interpret when I tell them what to do.
Just say
But
así, pendejo.
but
Así.
if I spoke Spanish and knew what to say and make it, I'd be making probably $4 or $5 more, even
I
though I'm
think
making more than like what I'm saying. But it's just different because you got to know what you're doing.
so. In where I work, we have loads of Polish people that came there, and I can speak Polish up until a point. Um, but the school used to teach us French, and the French absolutely hate when you try and speak to them in their language. They're like, we know English, we know English, we can speak English. Do not try it and ruin our French. And they get so fucking mad. And but Polish is hard. Polish is hard to speak.
Donut. That's so funny. Oh, you know how to speak Polish?
Yeah. What do you want me to say in Polish? One truck.
Up the IRA in Polish.
Duża IRA. Bardzo duża.
Now I wanted to say this right because I didn't want to think like nobody, like anybody who pulled up, they didn't want to think like I'm like, what I'm saying, racist, anything like that, right? Like me and Chaos was talking about this shit for like weeks and was like how we was gonna do this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is his idea. Like I hate to say, yeah, I put you on the spot, bro. Like, but anyway, like I wanted and I wanted people to pull up and like and give it from different aspects from everywhere and how people feel like in America, we all like if we need to get back to simplifying shit and seeing like, all right, what's the common denominator if you think we got a problem? And you break it down,
Money.
it ain't but it ain't come from me or Fun Truck or Chaos.
Yeah.
It came from a whole nother narrative push from somebody else, just to keep us separated. Because if we together, how you gonna fuck with us? If we set a standard, like here's something you don't know, Mick, and I'll say this: like Chaos know this, Fun Truck know this, I know this. If we set a standard on what you got to pay for to get your lawn done, and we said like Fun, you said like we set a standard like, hey, yo, listen, it costs this if you want us to come out. It don't matter that I got the ride. I got 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking riding lawnmowers, and so it don't matter what the fuck I got. If you want your shit done and looking nice and neat, and you know what I'm saying, all through the summer. So especially if you got HOA, see, like it's different shit that we got to deal with. If like more money, more problems. So if you got HOA and they want that shit done, like so
Smoke, you got to talk about the most racist rivalry right now is in boxing is Ryan versus Devin. That's like it's got racism written all over it.
I think it's got more. It's got racism, placism, stupid motherfuckers, and it's got enough for it to be one of the biggest fight in boxing.
But
Now,
let's keep it a buck. It doesn't come from Devin.
yeah, come from Ryan.
Yeah.
Now that's where CJ was like. This is why I'm saying like we wasn't talking boxing on this shit, and CJ went straight to the Ryan shit. I was hoping that he could hold back before saying anything about that, because then you start basing your whole shit off of that. What we talking about? You see what I'm saying?
He doesn't like Ryan at all.
Yeah, but we wasn't talking about boxing. This had nothing to do with boxing today. We was smoking on Mexican. That's why I wanted you to pull up. That's why I wanted you, Serrano, and Woods to pull up so bad.
Yeah, I think I've said this and I'll say it again, is because it's on the topic of be Mexican and boxing. Like again, it's in our tradition and pastime, and when that's why we can gravitate towards our fighters, of Mexican descent, both Mexican American and straight up Mexican. And like I said earlier, you'll always hear that he fights like a Mexican and not like another race.
Earl
It's
Spence.
something to be proud of, and we're very proud of our customs and traditions, and we can relate to that, being Mexican American or Mexican. So that's why we choose our fighters. I mean, I think that's why we gravitate towards our fighters. I'm a little different because I'm also a boxing coach and a fighter. So if I like a style, I'll choose that style and fighter, personality, upbringing. If he's an underdog, which most Mexicans are underdogs, and that's why I also can be even more attached to Mexican fighters, because sometimes we're underdogs. A lot of the times we are.
Now at Chaos, you hear Bobos in the chat saying no such thing as Mexican American. And I think Bobo's from the West Coast. I don't think he's from the East Coast.
I don't know how you can say that, because we'll never be fully American and we'll never be fully Mexican. So, I mean, that's.
How is there no such thing as a Mexican American? So hold on a second. You could be African American, but you can't be Mexican American?
See, I would just see everybody as American though. Like we wouldn't have you're a black Scottish or you're an African Scottish or an Asian Scottish. You would just be Scottish.
I mean,
hey, what he just said is like absolutely like you either just black, because like they try to label us, you African American, or you know what I'm saying, like you like or you African, Jamaican, Nigerian, some shit like. But if you're African American, so when they say Mexican American, like I know it's not like something that like that's probably on the application, but over here in the real world,
In
you were,
America, in the
yeah,
real world.
in the real world, like you know what I'm saying? Like when you start talking about it, like it's real like that, like that's no different than the when the mafia had the shit where like if they can't trace your roots back to Sicily, then you can't be made. That's the same thing because the Mexican mafia is nothing to fuck around with. That the what's that shit? The what bike game? What biker gang is that? The Angel shit. What's the name of that?
Hell's
That shit,
Angels.
Hell's Angels. That shit's nothing to fuck around with, bro. Like when you fuck with Mexican gangs, you better know that like you can determine results, and if not, they got to be able to know that it was. You know what I'm saying? We can make it up because we know that it's circumstances that, and these was one of them. But if not, they erase you, bro. And even if, depending on who in charge, they erase you, bro.
See, I think people get nationality and ethnicity mixed up. As Bulbous is in the chat. Yeah, because Bulbous saying blood determines where you're from. That's your ethnicity, not
No,
your birthplace. That's your
hey,
nationality.
hey, Bobos, if you want to be technical, all that shit is Mexico and America stole it because we were savages. And we made other motherfucking countries be savage and then play victim. But like, listen, man. I ain't say we play victim, but we ain't play victim, but we was like, oh, look what they did, so now we get to do this. So it's just like in football where if the ref don't see what the first dude did and see your reaction, that's what everybody else look like. But America is definitely good for doing the first sneaky shit. And I've been here 45 years. I've I'm gonna tell you some real shit. As a child, 7, 8, 9 years old, 10, 11, 12 years old, we pulled up to the damn stoplight. Me and my dad was in a better car than the white people next to us. And when I looked, you could this is when the shit was so loud that when they hit the lock button, you could hear it. When I looked next to them and they hit the lock button, I was like, y'all in a fucking hoopty and we in a brand new Thunderbird. Gold. I should be hitting the goddamn lock button.
It's like what
But I,
Yayan said.
but I don't. Here was the thing though. And if you're in America, you knew back then. Uh, and chaos. You remember the gold, the Thunderbird, the with the long in the front, with the short in the back.
You talking about the car?
Yeah, the Thunderbird. Remember
Yeah,
the
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You remember once you got in, the door locked by itself, so I ain't gotta hit the lock button.
Facts.
But you just proved something, Smoke. Like the people just were racial just off of your skin color. Why else would they hit? They wouldn't hit the lock button because of your car if it was a ghetto car. It's because of your skin color. So
It
it's
was
like that that's the type of racism shit that you endure. And I mean, like, listen, I don't encounter racism all the time. Like last year, two times, two people called me like fucking Arabic, and yeah, no,
They
no, no.
called
Like
you.
we
They
get on
called
the
you a
highway,
language,
and then like another guy said like fucking Mexican. So I to me, I can
why did
roll
somebody
I
call you
can
a
shoulder
language?
roll that shit. The Arabic part, that day I wasn't having a good day. I would have fucked him up if I wasn't at work. But I don't know. It's like you
Do you know what an
probably
Arabic
have
is, Fun
experienced that a
Truck?
bit more than me. Uh Smoke.
What do you know what an
just because
Arabic
of the
is?
color of your skin.
Now listen, Fun Truck, if you'd have fucked him up while he was at work, he'd have been able to sue you and then try to sue the company or whatever he was doing, and then try like. So it's good that you got like enough sense in the world to be like, there's dickheads in the world that just trying to do some shit.
Yeah, I
But
took a picture of the license plate and I was like, I'm gonna come back and rip a hole in his convertible.
see, like, there's different ways to do it now that back then where it would hurt your manhood and probably like you couldn't sleep to where you had to like the next white person that says anything out the way aggressive to you.
Yeah.
Fuck him up instead of fucking up the dude that made you feel that way. And that's
See,
what
Oh
you
no.
don't want anymore. That's what we don't want that anymore. Like, but here's the thing, here's another thing too. If you're gonna show somebody talking to you reckless and everything like that, because you want to film it, you should you should beat the shit out of them too.
Yeah.
Because there's consequences to repercussions and everything. You're gonna talk this, say that, and speak like that and walk up on people and try to like put your hands on them, give them a tiny shove, whatever. No, like once you touch me, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hey, there's something to that. So we initially got into an argument because I was double parked, and I was double parked for no more than like 1 minute. Guy comes, guy comes, and smacks the top of my truck with his hand, and that's when I drew the line. That's when I started to be confrontational because he touched my shit. Like
see,
he told me
see
to
what I'm gonna
get the
say.
fuck out the way and smacked my truck, and I was like, that's where you draw a line. When you can't touch people's property or touch people.
Did you beat him up? Is what
No,
I'm
I
asking.
didn't, but I did want. I'm telling you, I did want to rip a fucking hole in the convertible. Yeah.
So
I
do you know
don't
what's
blame you. I don't blame you.
do
And I seen you hitting the heavy bag, so I definitely know that.
you know
Real.
what's quite funny though? Like we're having this
Well,
conversation and people
when's the
talk
last
about.
time? When's the last time
Let
somebody
me go
left
for
you
a
in
truck.
smoke?
So like people say like going about race and the box community. Yion spoke the other day and Yion said he's never had his race kind of
Mick,
what was the word he
are you
said? He's
okay?
never questioned so
Oh,
much
it's
in his
Mick.
life. And it's only because he's from Indiana. And it's actually the black people that are questioning it. Like call him light skinned and all this kind of crap. Like I I think that's mad.
You know what I think is mad?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yo, who's the gentleman that came that fact checked me on what Mexico did on the 5%, 10%?
Tony reviews.
All right, so I find this hilarious. So you mean to tell me, and I'm sorry, I can't hold it in. So you mean to tell me that I'm not Mexican? So you telling me that a country, right, opens its doors, right, and instead of saying yeah they did, what you do is say, well, nah, uh, get your numbers right because the North abolished it before that, and only 5 or 10% went through Mexico. Well, my fault that there wasn't social media and more slaves could have went through Mexico. My bad. My bad that there wasn't social media out there, that Yo MTV Raps wasn't, around at the time that they could publish it. Like, yo, come here. Yo, the doors are open. Like, how do you minimize something that a country did for your people when nobody else was doing it for you? Because Cuba wasn't helping you out. Dominican Republic wasn't helping you out. And
No.
even if they did, you'd have to swim your ass over there. So my thing is, how can we progress as a people when you have people that come and say, yo, they help, but there's no buts in help, bro. There's no buts in help.
Nah, like that most definitely is like when you say it, just like when we talk, like when me and you, K, I was talking like what's good, like man, shit ain't shit, man. Us versus like us never them, and that's what I think it should be. Like when it comes to like I don't know if y'all know, like I don't even know if he up right now, but like Black and Brown, My guy, like, I know he going through some shit, but like the representative of him saying that black and brown in boxing, like it's always us, never them.
Facts, but we got to keep it that way because when somebody says only 5 or 10% came through, it's making the public perception that Mexico only took 5 or 10%. No, Mexico opened. Not only did Mexico open its doors all the way, it protected those slaves that came in. Like, yo, when them slaves came in, yo, America couldn't come in and get them. Like, nah, bruh. And don't forget, what's Mexico closer to, the South or the North?
South.
And where was slavery full in effect?
South.
So Mexico's geometry was more helpful to African Americans than the North. Because let's say it was Canada. What's the point of Canada helping you out, bro? You already free if you in the North.
That's a fact.
So now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so Bobos, what I'm saying to, and Bobos, you be coming through here talking shit like I got a problem with. No, what I'm saying is that don't let that shit make us go back and forth, bro. Like, know the real ones and know the motherfuckers that's programmed.
And learn more about Che Guevara, Bobas.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Like, I have no problem with you. Like, I think like my top 5 Mexican fighters, Salvador Sanchez is, if he not number 1, he number 2. So that's what I'm fucking telling you. So don't make it that like, and even if I don't know certain shit, hit me with some shit. You feel what I'm saying? Hit me with some shit that like, don't try to be like, you know what I'm saying, on some troll shit. Hit me with some shit. Like, I'm not one of them. And we'll build. I don't got no problem building. And that was the complete and total perspective of this live, is that black and brown don't have to try or build. It's easy for us to coexist if we really want to. We control each other and everything, but let's build first and then know where you really at with it. Like, having a show like this is knowing like really where the fuck you at with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like me and Fun Truck relationship, you know what I'm saying, I'll build way more than this. You know what I'm saying?
yo, I gotta. You know what's crazy? What's the and this is a crazy thing. What was the first street hood movie? The first one. I'll give you a hint. Damon Wayans was in it and Don Cheadle was in it. Before Boys in the Hood, before Menace to Society,
Don't be a
before
menace.
American Me. Huh?
Don't be a
Nah.
menace. Hurry up and buy.
Do you guys know which one it was?
You said Damon Wayans and Don Cheadle?
Damon Wayans and Don Cheadle was in it. The first hood movie before Sean Penn was in it, Robert Duvall was in it. It was before Boys in the Hood. It was before all the movies. It was the first hood movie. Huh?
Colors?
What is it?
Colors?
Yup. That's the first hood movie. And what was the movie about?
Colors.
Yeah. But it really was about like also Mexican versus
There you
blacks.
go, Bobos, there you go right there. I just named what question he was answering. Nobody could. And it was colors. You saying your favorite was colors. So when you be coming over here trolling me, nigga, I know. Nigga, I know, nigga. I know.
Somebody needs to get Bobas on a panel.
Like, Bobo, like, nigga, like, you trying to be like, no, nigga, I fucking know. I fucking know. Like, whatever you want to call it. My nigga, my spec, my my whatever, my homie, my nigga. I fucking know. I fucking know. I lived it. I'm 45 years old. I fucking know. Trust me, I know I'm from the South. And then after 25 years of being in the South, I went to New York. I fucking know.
If anybody knows both sides of the coin, it's gonna be you.
Vato, my Vato, I fucking know. I fucking know. Like, so, like when you want to troll everybody else, I get it. But when you want to troll me, like if you want to know, I fucking know, bro.
Bulbous, why do you never go on a panel? You're always in every chat, every room, every panel I go in, Bulbous is in the chat.
He can stay in the chat, but long as Ryan,
No, I would like him to come on a panel at one time.
Like the link is in the chat. If he want to click it, he can click it. But as long as he know, I know where the fuck we at with it, and we know now, is what it is. That's how you fucking build.
Do you know what person I like in the chats all the time? Mexican boxing #1.
Hey, listen, I already been with him and a couple others. Like that's why, like when it comes to Bobos, I just wanted to let him know this ain't even boxing. This is culture. So when you know when we talk about it, boxing is different because they build us against each other. So to make the content and make the fighters and make the fight bigger than it is, we have to go to it. But every now and then when you come to shit like this, I want to make sure Bobos know that like I'm not racist against his people. And I know he not, but we gotta do what we gotta do to build this motherfucking content. And he said Mick time is on the money.
It depends on day on here. It depends on day on all the channels taking the same stuff.
That's why I want everybody to come to this channel because, like, I don't got no agenda. We gonna this is barbershop talk over here. But since everybody got barbershop talking on this is a smoke session. Whether you smoke a cigarette, cigar, weed, have a drink, pull up, smoke up, like sit over here, get relaxed, and let it go.
We even got Fun Truck on, and he smokes cock.
Oh, see, look, there you go with that shit.
So I'm only sorry, Fun Truck. Sorry, Fun Truck. I've been nice to him for a week.
Nah, fuck you, Mick.
Because I see that Marco only went on for a little bit, so I definitely want to run it up for us, man, because I feel like everybody should like it's not personal, but we do know, like, no lie, Fun Truck. I was talking to you. I think it was on Marco. I remember I asked you the question. You were like, when Ryan dropped Barrios, that Mexican pride kicked in.
Yeah.
And you was just like, so it is what the fuck it is, man. Am I supposed to hate you? But am I supposed to hate you though for saying that?
No.
Come on, that's what I'm saying.
Same way I would understand if you rooted for
Abdullah Mason or Shakur or Keisha.
Anybody.
Like, how am I supposed to get mad because you said when you seen Ryan go out there, he clean, everything good, and he go out there and drop Barrios in the first 25 fucking seconds? How am I supposed to feel mad about your damn
natural reaction?
Your natural reaction. But hold on, let me flip the script. When Big Baby, when the hairpiece flopped up, and you know how black culture is, we make fun. Like it's no different, right? It's no different. We started laughing. You felt like yeah, Ryan doing what he's supposed to do, especially as a Chicano, and a whole different. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit I never had to deal with, but you had to deal with, especially in California.
Like, I'm getting Fun Truck into the international amateurs now. He's getting in there. But can I ask why you call it gas when it's always a liquid?
Call it what?
like gas prices are about to go up, but why do they call it gas when it's a liquid?
Because
Uh,
America, baby. We don't call it petroleum.
yeah, man, petroleum. Listen, to own a
Petrol.
car, like, listen, to own a car in America is a problem. To own a car in a major state, this not even major city, but a major state is a problem. Like it's different levels. So you gotta like if I could work in the same town out that I live in, gas prices wouldn't like I wouldn't care how much it was. But the fact that I gotta drive 25 minutes away to go to work, and then where I live at, that's like 6 exits. Different.
Man, I would love your gas or petrol prices. Like
But
for
here's the thing too, you can't just buy gas, especially in New York. You just can't get gas from anywhere because motherfuckers be watering down their gas. Like it's really bad, bro.
and like here, like we're about $2 a litre here.
What?
Aye, for that's how much it costs for a petrol or gas here, about $2 a litre.
I wish I could get that number.
You're about $5 for a gallon, no?
Man, we talk. Yeah, damn. Yeah, 3, 4. Yeah, like especially if you go to certain gas stations, certain places. Yeah, gas is
It's
two
about
ni-
ten
like
dollars. It's about
two
ten
like
dollars a gallon here.
minimum 290s to five and some change. It's easy that
I think it'll be about $10 for a gallon here.
for a gallon.
It'll be about $10. Yeah.
For a gallon. Oh no, see, like we up no, like, but see, that's even worse. Like you got it worse than that. I'm about to complain because if you say it's $10 for a gallon of gas, we getting a gallon of gas for $2, $3. It's two, three, four, $5 and change. So if you getting it for $10 a gallon, that's like how can I complain?
Like we press the button and see when you press the nozzle, that's basically fucking a gallon for us. And your prices, it's great, but it's mad.
But y'all do have different cars over there too, man. Like you got over here, motherfuckers got gas guzzlers, motherfuckers got like trucks,
It's all about to change too
SUVs.
with all of this, with the closing of the Hormuz Strait. Like gas price is about to be $6, $7 a gallon pretty soon.
It's a
Especially
little
over
bit.
here where y'all at Fun Truck. That's a fact.
God, if
Yo,
that's that would
Mick,
be
you want to
good.
hear? Hey, I heard this, Mick. I heard that Trump was feeling like unbeatable, or like he was high off of getting Maduro in Venezuela. That he was impressed with his military, so he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go in on Iran." And now he's dropping thousands of bombs on them motherfuckers.
Sad, yeah, sad.
I really don't know what this whole thing is for, man. Is it to cover up the Jeffrey Epstein files, like, or is it
Nah,
to
not, not.
is it to get Trump elected a
No,
third
it's
time?
called the
Is it a power
the
trip?
war machine. Yeah, it's just the war machine. War,
Yeah, War
war,
Machine.
the war brings companies profit, and like Venezuela's always been one. Iran's been one. North Korea, China, like they've always kind of looked at their countries. Iran, they've said regime change. Like it's been like
Well,
40 years.
I want to know if anyone else is like that. The first thing I do in the morning is like I check the news for the updates in the war to see like what building blew up, who died. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Nah, I don't do any of that shit.
You don't do any like that's not.
Nah,
It's in your face.
we're kind of
It's a,
numb to it because like that shit happens a lot. Like look at Iran, Afghanistan, and Iraq, and shit like that. Like nobody won any of that shit. Nobody won any war.
no, man. And you know what's crazy is that people are gonna say that this U.S. military is top notch and shit, and we can go into Mexico and we can go to into Iran and clear it out. Bro, we went into Afghanistan, and 20 years later, we left trillions of dollars of equipment in Afghanistan.
And the
So
Taliban and the
we left.
Taliban went back. Like, and look at all the atrocities through the years that they've caused after that. And they people didn't feel liberated.
Oh, dude, and they're saying that they're gonna do regime change from aerial attacks. There's never been a regime change from aerial attacks ever. It needs to be boots on ground. So what are you gonna? You're actually gonna put American soldiers to fight what is basically Israel's war on the ground? Like
I
this
bet
is
regime change doesn't work, yeah.
regime change doesn't work, and it definitely doesn't happen from just aerial attacks. Like
It's a different time though.
Nah, because if you look at so one of the things you've
it's
got to
never
look at is
happened before.
Syria and Libya and Libya. Colonel Gaddafi, he was actually sending weapons to the IRA because when they were fighting, and basically once they got sick of him, once the UK and America got sick of him, they just got rid of him. And now Libya's in a mess, Iraq's in a mess, Iran, they had a regime change there where it was like 1980. They kicked the royal family out, regime change there. Venezuela, they couldn't get in there, so what they done, they tried to put sanctions on them, ruined the country. Cuba tried to have regime change there, couldn't do it. Bolivia, like that's happened loads and loads. Chile, Argentina, and do you know what happens? It just ruins the prospects of future people. So,
Yeah, I
uh,
mean, I guess it's a double-edged sword because there's thousands of Iranians crying, bro, like for in happiness too. Mick, you'd have to agree, right?
aye, but the people are in that country that's been oppressed, so they'll be like a Sunni Muslim, yeah, or a Shiite
Yeah,
Muslim. So,
man.
It's not staying off the panel, bro. It's just that it's not a competition. It's just explain or express what you're saying, and then leave it at that. It's not a competition. We're not competing about who been oppressed more. What it is that those that have been oppressed, we should be together.
and like it's crazy that the people are being honest, and then the only person that was made uncomfortable was CJ, who said basically everybody else is lying.
But I mean, Mick, Mick, we talk, we speak through, other venues, but like I feel like that, like I know, like I'm gonna speak freely, like no matter what, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh,
I'm not
totally.
doing shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%. I totally agree.
Yeah, I'm not just spewing shit. Like when I say that, people don't understand the shit. When I say that, like they treat Ireland and the Irish,
No.
they treat them the same way they treat us. Like people be like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, then do your fucking homework. I'm not gonna do it for you. I just told you how they treat them. If you don't think that they do, then go do the fucking homework."
I think I remember the first time you said that to me in like Marco's. It was on Marco's panel, and
Mm-hmm.
like obviously I couldn't message you on YouTube or anything like that, but like it obviously meant a lot because it came out of nothing really, eh? And you said that, and it was like you're like, well, I was just like I actually found your Instagram messages like I said like thanks for basically saying that, and I wasn't even people weren't even arguing or
Nah, you couldn't say
anything
that.
else.
Like somebody like,
It's really that big of a deal, Mick?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, bro, it's really like that. Like just because they're the whitest of the white, don't think that like they don't treat them like they one of us. Like they don't like them because they have an opinion and they want to think. And then
So the Catholics specifically, Mick?
So yes, so
So
like
are there? Hang on, let me ask you a question.
so they
Just
changed the full religion, didn't they?
hang on.
Yeah.
Are there famous or
Conor McGregor.
influential Catholic Scott?
Scottish, yes, well, there will be, but like, so the point is for it is that, like, if here it's no black or white. If you're a black, well, if you're a black Protestant, you would be treated better than a white Catholic.
CJ's the king of I'm gonna stay off,
Okay. Hey,
but then
yo,
I'm gonna come
I'm
on
in
and
and I'm
take
out.
it.
I think Fun Truck pretty much understands where I'm coming from because he was raised in a similar environment. But I'm gonna lay it out like this. Um, I'm a little disappointed that Mick and Smoke didn't get like. Sorry, the plane is overhead. Hopefully, I can hear it, still hear me. But I think they misunderstood the point I was trying to get at earlier, which is why I tried to go out of my way to say I want him to answer this question directly because my entire point was not who was oppressed worst. It wasn't a victim Olympics thing. And I say that to say this. I think y'all are so used to having certain hold on, no. For real. Let me say this.
No,
You're
I'm
so
not.
used
No disrespect. No
no,
disrespect.
you're so you
That shit was
okay.
funny as
Okay.
fuck. My bad. I guess.
No, it's all good. I'm glad you can find the humor in that, but I'm being kind of serious right now. Like y'all are so used to having these conversations within certain frameworks that when someone puts a position outside of the one or two narratives you're used to hearing, either all people are oppressed, so we should come together, or black people are trying to claim a special victim class. I'm not on either of that shit. What I was specifically asking, I didn't say is religious fucking genocide worse or racial oppression worse. I just said I asked and no one actually answered it honestly. No one said yes or no. No one answered on one side or the other. And I'm gonna wrap it up with this. I'm gonna go home and have my Mexican ass food. But the question I actually asked is which one would be easier to lie about, your race or your religion? And people misinterpreted that as me saying that racial oppression is worse than religion. Obviously, it's all out of pocket, and I'm more of a humanitarian. But just answer that. Like, if something doesn't, okay, and I'll put a bow on it with this 5 seconds. If something doesn't align with what you already think, or you think it's going to make you look bad in your argument, people will disagree with it. Me, again, I want to be correct, not right. I don't want to win the argument. I want my opinion to align with the facts. And y'all got it. I wasn't saying which one is worse. I was saying you could deny your religion easier than denying your race. That was really the only point I was making earlier. Anyone who disagrees with that is just lying. That's all I'm saying.
Why the fuck would you want to deny your religion or deny your race? Why would you want to do that? Why the hell would you want to do that? Because that's you letting the other people win. Like, try to, like, I totally didn't get that fucking part of it. Like, nah.
But
I
but
mean,
but like what you said, Mick, earlier, how did they gather up all the Jews? And I genuinely have this question: like, could you have been Jewish and said, "No, I'm not Jewish.
they
I'm."
knew beforehand.
Yeah, they knew,
Of
right?
course you did. And,
Look,
like, they know because what schools we go to, what church we go to.
look.
That's how they know.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. My personal opinion. My personal opinion, from what I've seen and from the information I've gathered, when it comes to religion, bro, people become the most wicked people, bro. Yo, the Crusades, bro. Bro, these people have been mutilating each other, exterminating each other. Like oppression, they could with oppression, right? They could finesse you, they could try to brainwash you, they could use years upon years of, you know what I'm saying? Brain trickery, brain fuckery. When it comes to like this religion shit, bro, it's right there on the spot, extermination. Like they getting rid of your whole everybody, bro. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not arguing with CJ. I got no beef with CJ.
Nah. It's like, so, CJ, I totally get if somebody was wiping out all the black people at that kind of point, but if as Fun Truck just said, if somebody called him Arabic, did he not lie about his race? If somebody thought he looked like that? Could he not just say, I'm Asian, I'm no actually Mexican?
Yo,
No,
all I know is since the beginning of time, bro. Since the beginning of time, bro. When it comes to religion, bro, it's just off with the head, bro. Off with the head.
Yeah.
Like they actually changed the full religion to like Protestants didn't exist till 1690. Like Catholic religion started with Jesus. So they changed it. They changed aye. Like
I
see
mean,
this even
let me.
banned in Scotland Christmas, right? They banned Scotland in Christmas Day about 50 years ago because it was too Catholic. But they had Christianity. They changed theirs to Christianity. But Christmas was too Catholic for them.
Right.
CJ. I have no beef. Me and you, like we was beefing when we first started. I got no beef. I'm not beefing. I'm just making a. I'm not going against you. I'm just making. I'm just rambling on about the Crusades. I'm not arguing. Yeah, I'm not arguing with you or your. I don't. I got no beef with you. If I have beef with you, I'm gonna tell you, yo, bro, you know what the fuck you're talking about, and I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, yo, those religious, when it comes to religion, bro, people get wicked. That's when the devil comes out. Like what's going on in Palestine right now, bro, that's genocide, bro.
And yo, here's the bad thing. Here's why I fuck with chaos, right? Because a lot of shit happening in New York that you just be like, yo, how the fuck this shit happen here, man? Like chaos. I like remember when y'all already had to deal with Crips, Bloods, MS-13, Black Kings, and then all of a sudden MS-18 popped up, and you
Well,
know nothing about these motherfuckers.
no. Just stay on MS-13. When it was the Bloods and the Crips, it was you know what I'm saying, yo, they cutting each other, whatever. But when MS-13 comes, it's like you finding body parts in the park. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got young girls setting up dudes in the park. It was just the type of carnage that we're not used to seeing in New York City. You know what I'm saying? And we were like, yo, what the these dudes are different. Like these dudes is like that. This is what you call the closest thing to an animal.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? These guys were doing things that, American kids are not used to doing, bro. These dudes were just like chopping your head off like crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just I'll put it to you like this. It's like Pop, he's from the South, right? So me personally, me being from the city, if I see a dude running his mouth from the South, I'm running. I'm running. And I'm gonna tell you why. New York City dudes, right? They know that there's a camera on every corner. They know there's a camera. Yo, New York City's flooded with cameras. Flooded with cameras, bro. So dudes in New York, if they have any common sense, they're gonna know if I'm gonna do this dude, I gotta find out where I'm running. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to get caught. Down south doesn't have the technology that New York City has. That's why down south there's carnage, bro. Like Boozy Badass, but that dude got freaking bodies on him like there's no tomorrow. Supposedly NBA YoungBoy got bodies on him like, yo. Down south is no joke. Memphis, no joke. Like
Wait,
like I'm like, and even though it's the United States of America, bro, that's a totally different animal. Yo, if somebody's beefing with me and I hear like a southern slang, I'm like, you got it, bro. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out, bro. If anybody in New York City beefs at me, I just point at the camera, be like, look right there, bro. Look right there. If I hear a southern drawl, I'm like, he don't care about no cameras, bro. I'm out. No beef. I'm out. I'm gonna tuck my tail in between my legs and I'm running.
Mm. I'll answer CJ's question. Yes, I could lie about my religion, and yes, you can lie about your race. And
Fuck
you
you,
can.
Nick.
You can, because like somebody say the race was African American, but if somebody that looked the exact same as
I believe you.
from Africa, they wouldn't claim
Yeah.
that they were. They would just say, "I'm African."
No, I believe you. I believe you. I just laugh. I'm laughing because You're
because he
funny,
wants to
dude.
say, I want me to say that it's easier to identify him than identify me, or lie about, or it's easier for me to hide than he can. But it depends what somebody is genifying you as. Like you could be black, but like that doesn't mean that's what your culture and your background is. Like Jamaicans and things like that see completely different, and that doesn't mean that like if somebody was killing all kind of Yardies or Jamaicans, that doesn't mean that they're going to kill you because you have the same kind of skin color or skin tone or whatever. That's
Like, hold on, real quick. Lennox Lewis went through the worst just being black.
what was that? Sorry.
He had no like home or identity. Lennox Lewis went through the worst just being Jamaican, Canadian, black. Like he didn't get a home until he started yelling "Big up the Queens" when he was like bigging up New York. And then after that, that's when like Lennox got his respect. And to be truly honest with you, on another note, the shit that like kind of like catapulted Lennox was being on In the House with LL Cool J, a Queens rapper, and he started yelling "Big up the Queen."
Yo, I'm addressing this to CJ. CJ, I'm gonna say that I fucked up because I'm the one that kind of changed the conversation. I'm the one. I think I'm the one who threw like the monkey wrench in this whole thing because I'm the one who started with the religion thing. So I'm not saying that you said anything. I would just came out and I said, yo, you think this is bad? Yo, what about this? Nah, yo, this is real bad. So I don't think anybody here is like arguing with you or saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that I was the one who brought like that religion thing like into the fray. So, but at no time that am I arguing with you. Like you're 100% correct. Like,
Yeah, it's like it's what I was saying it, but he never listened enough and shouted out enough to know it was you asked the question, chaos, or you made the statement rather than the question.
yeah, no, I made the statement because it's like, I mean, a lot of people, and I gotta kind of like be
Scared to
careful.
talk about it. They're scared to talk about it.
Uh, it's kind of, people get very, very touchy when this is brought up. Listen, man, at the end of the day, bro, listen, slavery, it was business, bro. Now, did they think that those people were beneath them? Yes. Yes. But it was business, bro. That was their mentality, bro. Those people were the devil. And they thought, like, yo, this is my property, bro. Like, you are like my dog. But I don't want you to die because I want to keep making money off of you. So
Right.
I made the statement that in genocide, like there's no money, no nothing. There's nothing to talk about, bro.
I want to erase your whole existence.
Yeah, and I put it to you like this, bro. You don't think that there's people that would chop their heads off? That were like, yo, dude, that dude was on our side, and you don't think that dude was like, my bad. Oh well.
Hey,
Yo,
yo,
don't
listen,
you-
the on some real shit, the last king of Scotland,
yeah, bro.
y'all young motherfuckers, go watch that shit
Hell yeah.
and watch how a black man, the last king of Scotland,
Edie, I mean, bro.
the last king of Scotland, where y'all talking about over there, where like Mick over there close with her, was a black man doing dirty shit to his own people.
Is that
Facts.
true, Mick?
No. Look, the last king of Scotland was James the Fifth. Or James, no, James the Second here, James the First in England. But he abdicated. Well, he was forced to abdicate because they made Protestant. Well, William of Orange came out and they made Protestants, yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah,
well,
we
well,
flew to France.
who
We
was
flew to France.
who was Idi Amin to Scotland? Who was Idi Amin?
Oh, he was a Catholic.
No, what Idi Amin was a fucking dictator who thought he could do what the fuck he want until he got overtaken. But he was over there, not over here, doing shit, and then the shit was deemed like, if you look at it now, it's deemed as like, cruel and unusual punishment, all the other shit. But back then, he was just being a dictator. You feel me?
I didn't realise you were talking about the film. I thought you meant the actual last King of Scotland.
Well, no, like no, they was calling them that, but like it was probably removed, but just to make the movie, they was calling him the last King of Scotland, and it was a
Yeah,
black man that was over there. Like, so when people be talking about race and color, like, no, after a while, bro, when you being oppressed, it's like it ain't even, it's black and white oppressing me.
yeah, but it's like it's strange that like imagine banning something and it's crazy. They still have a thing called an orange walk here. It's fun, right? And they go down the street and they play songs, killing Catholics, and they play it like they shut the roads and everything for them, and they go and play and they get hot crowds go out and like and people hate that people go to these fucking whatever matches or pride matches and things like that. Like the pride matches are a sign of people that are oppressed. The matches that we have are about oppressing people, which is sad.
Yeah, and I just feel like I don't want nobody to feel offended, because like you can go on for days and days and hours on what happened and what you research and what you know and what you've been through. But like, listen, if you got that much time, just know that you've been through the same shit, man. And just, we need to stick more together than, trolling and saying, and doing other shit. Like, on the other side, like, try to figure out what somebody else is saying. Like, do your own research and figure out, like, oh man, it was fucked up for you just like it was fucked up for me.
Facts. At the end of the day, pain is pain.
Word.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and like you are talking about sports earlier. The team that I follow is Celtic. The opposite rivals are Rangers. Celtic was funded by Irish that came here as a charity. Rangers did they sign a Catholic player to 1989, right? And see when they signed him, they all boycotted. They didn't go to the game. They gave up season tickets and they've never been back. Like, could you imagine being like a Jets fan and like they bought a player or traded for a player and you've been there for like 40 years following them and then decide and we signed somebody that was a Catholic, so I'm not going back.
Jet fans, yeah, I get what you're saying, because Jet fans are so loyal, because they've been Jet fans before they even knew. Like, motherfuckers didn't even see Joe Namath win that Super Bowl, but they still Jet fans. So like it's not a pissing contest, man. It's
No, I
yeah,
absolutely agree. It's you shouldn't and I absolutely understand that in America the culture's different and they do use that N word. Like people use it between each other, and I get like it isn't really a thing here, but I I, I get mad at like no mad. I'll get mad if somebody said it here, but like when you're talking between each other, and then like I'm like. man, that word's so degrading to people that for me, I think, and I've always said this, that it becomes into the culture of other people, and they think it's a word that can be said, and like I know you've got different. It means it doesn't mean nothing between black people saying it, but for me, it's such a degrading word that I don't know why people put their. I don't know why you put yourself doing that much by saying it. Do you know what I mean?
I like on your note, I definitely know what you mean, but over here, it's I think that we almost done with it, but like it was like a barrier breaking mode to be like, listen, we get you motherfuckers think that we ought to stand it. Be like, I seen so many videos of white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Spanish, Albanian calling each other's niggas. It's just like you just think that you feel that it's so comfortable, like, but I get that, and that's oppression. But praising the wrong motherfucker could get you killed. That's a totally different thing. Just saying. Or get you beat up, fucked up, and in the hospital where you could, like, you know what I'm saying? It's different, and there's no law or anything where there's so many cameras and everything happening showing you, like, it's just different. So on that note, like, we're gonna ran up almost 4 hours. Anything y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
It was a good one. It was a real good one. Hopefully we could do another one. Yo, it was definitely good. I appreciate you.
Most definitely.
Smoke.
I appreciate you both. I appreciate CJ for his points as well. Like the guy's passionate about what's happened to him and things in the past. I'll never take that away from him. Yeah, I will never say that I felt Eddie there. I'll never say that I know how people feel. I can only say I can only offer empathy and things like that for when people feel a certain way and being made to feel a certain way by others. Fun Truck as well, man. Fun Truck, you should definitely go to Mexico boxing. You like USA boxing. Nah, I'm kidding. But no, I appreciate you Smoke letting people voice their
Hey, man,
opinions.
you know, anytime you pull up, you know I love it, man.
No, I appreciate you, my man.
Anytime.
Appreciate you, Pop.
Hey, Chaos,
Appreciate the
anytime.
timing.
You know it.
All right, my brother. Be good. Everybody be safe.
And we up out of here, y'all.
Thank you for tuning. Thank you for tuning in. We just got in from the gym. Gloves still taped on my skin. Eyes red, money grand. Yeah. Woke up to a day. Road work, then I let it blaze. Shadow in the mirror, southpaw sway. Talking to myself like who? Roll up, line at the door so clear. Back of the room, all tears. Enjoy the show, bring that
We up out of here.
Roll up, line at the door so clear. Back of the room, all cheers. Enjoy the show, bring that smoke over here.
Yeah. Snap back low, ash on my sleeve. Whole crew lit, got tricks up the weed. Eyes half closed, still see it so clear. If you came for the quiet, wrong vibe in here. Posters on the wall, old heads nod. Young bucks wildin', phones on record. I crack one joke, whole row in tears. Said, pass that, homie, bring that smoke over here. Whoa. Smoke session, enjoy the show. We don't rush, we take it slow. If you got pressure, let it go. Bring that smoke over here. Bring that smoke over here. Hey. One time for the ones who cheer. We don't hide, we make it clear. Enjoy the show. Bring that smoke over here. Crowd so thick, can't see the stage, but I hear that roar, feel the wave, lighter in the air than 2 than 10. Some came strangers, leaving as friends. Jokes too real, truth too raw. Laugh so hard, tears might fall. I lean to the side, whisper in your ear, you ain't gotta hold back. Bring that smoke over here. Smoke session, enjoy the show. We don't rush, we take it slow. If we got pressure, let it go. Bring that smoke over here. Yeah. Bring that smoke over here. Yeah. One time for the ones who cheer. We don't hide, we make it clear. Enjoy the show. Bring that smoke over here. Hands up if you feel that vibe. Hands up, hands up. Let the stress all slide. Hands up, hands up. If you made it through the year. Hands up, hands up. Bring that smoke over here. Smoke session, enjoy the show. We don't rush, we take it slow. You got pressure, let it go. Bring that smoke over here. Yeah.
If you from New York, you heard of Funk Flex, we gonna bring it back, and then we out here.
Roll up, line at the door so clear. Back of the room, all cheers. Enjoy the show, bring that smoke over here.
Yeah, snap back low, ash on my sleeve. Whole crew lit, got tricks up the weed. Eyes half closed, still see it so clear. If you came for the quiet, wrong vibe in here. Posters on the wall, old heads nod. Young bucks wildin', phones on record. I crack one joke, whole row in tears. Said, pass that, homie, bring that smoke over here. Whoa. Smoke session, enjoy the show. We don't rush, we take it slow. If you got pressure, let it go. Bring that smoke over here. Bring that smoke over here. Hey. One time for the ones who cheer. We don't hide, we make it clear. Enjoy the show. Bring that smoke over here. Crowd so thick, can't see the stage, but I hear that roar, feel the wave, lighter in the air than 2 than 10. Some came strangers, leaving as friends. Jokes too real, truth too raw. Laugh so hard, tears might fall. I lean to the side, whisper in your ear, you ain't gotta hold back. Bring that smoke over here. Smoke session, enjoy the show. We don't rush, we take it slow. If you got pressure, let it go. Bring that smoke over here. Yeah. Bring that smoke over here. Yeah. One time for the ones who cheer. We don't hide, we make it clear. Enjoy the show. Bring that smoke over here. Hands up if you feel that vibe. Hands up, hands up. Let the stress all slide. Hands up, hands up. If you made it through the year. Hands up, hands up. Bring that smoke over here. Smoke session, enjoy the show. We don't rush, we take it slow. You got pressure, let it go. Bring that smoke over here, yeah. Bring that smoke over here,